has in store for us this morning. We are really getting into the Christmas spirit as we have brought along our long-lost friend that I have not seen for what seems like another year. It's Jared Ricketts, of course, and he's signing off into the week with a Christmas special that we cannot wait for.
I know, and you know what? I can't wait for 2021, but I think it's also a perfect time to reflect. So what's been a highlight for you during this year?
Apart from us all, I think just me being proud of everybody for making it through such a hectic year, I think for me it's just being able to say, we made it. That's my highlight. We've made it, we survived, and we can celebrate. That's me. You, Joy?
Yeah. Well, I have to say, a highlight is being back here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. It's being with you guys every day.
I think
and
everybody's
you guys work
smiling
hard
for that.
throughout this pandemic, so well done to each and every one of you.
I think the show cannot be more than happy to have you back on board and have your glorious smile. But let's say hello to the other glorious smiles, for the rest of the team. Good morning, G. How are we doing?
I'm trying to muster a glorious smile, man. I'm trying. I know who can pull it off. Jamie, come give us a glorious smile, please. Look, it's glorious.
Hi.
It is a glorious smile. Good morning. My name is Graham Richards, Jamie Lee Domberg. Sitting down for duty.
Sitting down, yes.
Because we can chill now, because it is the last Monday of the year for us. And we're getting into the festive vibe. I think I've noticed now as I try and push people to do work and I'm trying to do deals and out there hustling, people are like, bro, it's like the 20th of December. What are you doing, man? It's the end of the year. We're chilling. So it's all about festive vibes today. Christmas is on Friday.
It's so crazy, and everyone's obviously preparing for Christmas, getting that last-minute shopping deals, getting that last-minute cooking inspiration. So on our Facebook and our social media, we're asking you, what will you be doing this Friday? How are you preparing for Christmas?
Are you prepared?
Are you preparing for Christmas? Let us know. What about you, G? I know.
Well, look, we are fully prepped and prepared. Presents were, I very craftily took little man out to the park yesterday and took him for an ice cream while the rest of the household did the wrapping. Because I'm good for one present, and then after that, it just starts going south. So presents are wrapped, everything is ready, a few more little things to get in place, and then we've got Lindsay's folks are out, we've got her best mates have arrived in the country, so we've managed to find an outdoor location that is nice and social distance, that gives us kind of all the safety and gets us the opportunity to all be together, and I then don't have to cook for 970
And it's also
people.
George's first Christmas.
It is.
Are you guys going to wear matching jerseys and like...
There is something planned. I won't lie, but the cuteness, it's going to be a cuteness overload. So that's the vibe for me. It's about being with family. That's the most important thing. So what's important to you? What are you going to be getting up to for Christmas this coming Friday? Because it is less than a week away. And are you prepared? Not to make you scared or anything. But you can let us know on all of our social media platforms. At Expresso Show is the handle to use. Right, should we get this going?
Let's get it going.
We do this thing, man.
Let's do it.
Do it, man. Let's get officially underway with those news headlines.
And we start them with your national headlines. The Health Department has confirmed that the new mutated COVID-19 variant spreading across the country is more contagious and appears to affect younger people in the larger measure than the previous strain. Authorities have warned that additional restrictions may be necessary. Meanwhile, some private hospitals have reported an inflow from less than 100 admitted COVID-19 patients to more than 500 patients in its facilities across the Western Cape. At least two major hospital groups, Netcare and Mediclinic, have suspended all non-emergency surgical procedures and have restricted hospital visits. And the Minister of Basic Education, Angie Motshekga, says they will implement a 3-year recovery program to ensure learners catch up on work they missed out on this year. Learners lost 47 school days because of COVID-19 school closures. The multi-year recovery plan will ensure that the impact of the further learning losses are minimized, Motshekga said. She added the main focus would be on the core and fundamental content knowledge, skills, attitudes, and values required to each grade and subject. We now move to news abroad, where the French National Assembly has voted overwhelmingly in favor of the return to Senegal and Benin of prized artifacts that were looted during the colonial era. Benin will receive 26 pieces of the treasure of Behazin, including the throne of King Glele, a main attraction at the Quai Branly Jacques Chirac Museum in Paris. And Senegal have a sword returned that belonged to the 19th century sheikh. A new museum in Germany has attracted much controversy as it holds many looted items, including Benin bronzes that British soldiers stole from Nigeria in the year 1897. And Palestinian Christians are preparing to go ahead with Christmas celebrations in Bethlehem later this week, despite a surge in COVID-19 cases in the West Bank area. Strict safety regulations will be in effect. Midnight Mass at the Nativity Church on Christmas Eve will take place, but with no congregation. The annual Christmas market, one of the main events of the Christmas season in Palestine, opened this weekend. And scout bands that traditionally lead festive processions hope to still bring a message of comfort and joy. And next, some scores of bikers parading through the streets of Tokyo. There were a group of Harley-Davidson bikers, all dressed up neat in Santa Claus costumes, and cheered on by crowds of onlookers, rode through the streets in central Tokyo in Japan yesterday for the annual parade against child abuse. The bikers have said that more children were vulnerable in the year 2020 due to the coronavirus pandemic. Child abuse cases in Japan per month rose up to 20%. That is between January and March this year compared to the same period last year. The parade, a global tradition around Christmas time, was followed by a toy run to donate to the kids. Bikers proudly roared their engines to bring Christmas joy to kids living in children's homes. They visited at least 4 homes in Tokyo this time round to donate toys and candy to some 400 children. The event is staged by the members of the Harley Santa Club, founded in the year 2008. Well, on that happy note, that is where we leave your morning headlines. We'll touch again on those at 7 o'clock, but here is a first look at sport with Graham.
Thanks so much, Zoe. Let's bring you up to speed after a bumper weekend of sport in rugby. The Lions confirmed the second spot on the Currie Cup standings. That was after beating the Sharks 27-12 convincingly on Saturday. And then in the Currie Cup encounter on Friday, the only other match, in fact, the Cheetahs kept their semi-final hopes alive with a hard-fought 35-31 victory over the Pumas. The match between the table-topping Bulls and the bottom of the log Griquas cancelled due to COVID-19 concerns, while Western Province enjoyed a bye this weekend. So the Bulls do remain on top, with the Lions chasing hard in second, the Sharks in third in the Currie Cup standings as we speak. And staying in South Africa, in the Premier Soccer League yesterday, Swallows FC, they edged out Black Leopards 2-1 at the Thohoyandou Stadium. And Amazulu FC, they gave Benny, their new manager, an early Christmas present, thrashing Chippa United 3-1. So after their win, Swallows now sit level on points with leaders Mamelodi Sundowns. On Saturday at Masandawana, they drew 1-1 with Golden Arrows, and also ended with a 1-1 draw for Kaizer Chiefs and Bloem Celtic. Then staying with football, but moving abroad to the English Premier League, Liverpool and Manchester United recorded massive wins over the weekend, while a lackluster Tottenham Hotspur, they suffered yet another defeat. That's 2 back-to-back. Liverpool thrashing Crystal Palace 7-0 on Saturday, and then yesterday Manchester United cruised past Leeds United, an age-old rivalry there reignited after many years. 6-2 the result at Old Trafford. So Leicester City recording a 2-0 win over Tottenham Hotspur, and that result means that Leicester now move 4 points behind leaders Liverpool, and Spurs slip down to 5th on the log. We'll delve a little deeper into all of those permutations in our weekend sports review. Stay tuned for that, but right now, let's take a look at those beautiful skies above your part of South Africa.
And we love those pictures. We asked you to send in your sunrise photos so we can see how you wake up in your part of the country. We received this one from Untandile Pene, who sent us the sunrise photo of scattered clouds in Bloemfontein. Just look at it, it's absolutely stunning. Now today you can expect some warm temperatures reaching a maximum of 30 degrees. And then we also received a picture from Verity Barnes Herbert from Riebeek West, as she posted this golden skyline. Now Verity, today you can expect a very hot day reaching a high of 35 degrees. So please stay hydrated if you find yourself in Bloemfontein today. Now you too can contribute to our weather report by posting what sunrise photos looks like in your part of the world, and you can do so by sharing them on the Expresso Facebook page. Some very interesting news. Tonight, for the very first time in 800 years, people on Earth will be able to view the so-called Christmas star in the night sky. Astronomers call the phenomena the Great Conjunction because it's when Jupiter and Saturn, the 2 largest planets in the solar system, are close to Earth and to each other. South Africans will be able to see the Christmas star with the naked eye in the hours after after sunset, but would need a pair of binoculars or a small telescope to observe the rings on Saturn and some of the moons that orbit Jupiter. By chance, the conjunction also happens to coincide with the summer solstice, the longest day in the southern hemisphere. And although the two planets align every 20 years, not all conjunctions are equal. The last time they appeared this close was in the year 1623, but they would have appeared very near the sun and thus extremely difficult for people to see. And this year, the same as 800 years ago in the year 1226, it is not near the sun, so one can actually witness Christmas star in all of its glory. And stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast Show because we have Dr. Daniel Kanema expanding a little bit more on this topic. But let's quickly look at your temperatures. If you're in Polokwane, your low for today is 19, your high 26. Mbombela 19, reaching a high of 30. It is partly cloudy in Pretoria with a high of 29. Johannesburg 15, reaching a high of 27. Partly cloudy in Mahikeng with a high of 28. Klerksdorp, your low for today is 20, your high 33. Kimberley 19, reaching a high of 32. Bloemfontein 17 with a high of 30. Partly cloudy in Richards Bay today with a high of 35. Pietermaritzburg, you also have a high of 35 degrees Celsius. Durban 24, reaching a high of 32. Mthatha 19 with a high of 31. 40% chance of thunder showers in East London with a high of 26. Cradock 19, reaching a high of 31. Wet conditions in Port Elizabeth today with a high of 24. George, a low of 19 with a high of 22. If you're in the mother city, partly cloudy conditions with a high of 26. Worcester 17, reaching a high of 32. Cloudy conditions in Sutherland with a high of 28, and Uppington expects some thunder showers with a low of 21 and a high of 28 degrees Celsius. Well, that's where we leave your weather for now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll have another update shortly after 7.
Listen, it's all about festivities today and also celebrating. In just a few, we are going to be celebrating 25 years with the Cape Town Aquarium. Can you believe it? Cape Town has had the privilege of...
I remember going to that place, honestly, Jamie, and it literally like changed my world. There's this opportunity where I think you can go in that tunnel underneath the actual one of those tanks. Mind blown as a kid. I think it's a big reason why I've become nature boy. Wow, I can't wait. So definitely looking forward to this one, and I think it's coming straight after.
Absolutely. I'm also going to be wishing you a happy birthday in just a moment, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
going to press the little thing. It could be your birthday. It might just be your special day. Happy birthday if it is. Welcome back. You're live with the show. Time to get excited because it is birthday celebration time. And if you are celebrating today, will you share it with none other than Samuel L. Jackson? Yeah, baby. He's had a massive year. He's done some amazing documentaries. And of course, he continues to churn out the films. He turns 72 years old.
You're kidding me. Is he in his 70s already?
How old do I feel right now as a result of that? But he is amazing, a brilliant actor in just about any genre. Samuel L. Jackson, American actor, obviously, and a producer as well. Widely regarded as one of the most popular and certainly successful actors of his generation. Films in which he has appeared have collectively grossed, get this, over $27 billion worldwide, making him the highest grossing actor of all time. People love him, man. He also made a cameo in a local South African soapy Generation.
I remember that with Uketi, we're in the bar and they, chatting up a storm. I remember that. Look.
There it is. Katima doesn't seem too impressed. She's like,
did he play himself?
Yeah, and he was Samuel L. Jackson. And funny enough, Mfundi Vundla is also in the same scene.
Oh, really?
Just him in the background. Super cool.
Oh, that's why they were having a small little meeting there. Absolutely awesome. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. But now down to the real celebrities, and that is you, our loved and loyal viewers. Starting off with this beautiful message, which reads, I would like to wish this young man a happy birthday. He's turning 4 years old. I wish him many more birthdays to come. Daddy loves you. Bogang Tokozisi Khatebe.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to me. Thank you, Lord, for saving my soul.
I'm thinking we might have got our wires crossed a little bit with that one hey, we love it. We love people singing happy birthday to themselves on the show.
Definitely. Well, we have a special birthday message for Motso that says, happy birthday to Motso on this special day. I love you.
I love you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Motso. Happy birthday to you.
Yay, happy birthday. Okay, let's see if we can get this right. It's Pusisiwe's birthday as well. And she says, I would like to wish myself an amazing birthday.
Hooray! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, as we close out on the epic cake shot, I'm gonna correct myself there. That was Bokhang's birthday.
Yes.
Bokhang Radebe. So happy birthday, little man. 4 years old. He's a big guy now.
Cutie patootie, man. And this one reads, happy birthday to the coolest kid one could ever wish for. Mama and Papa love you to the moon and back. Have a blessed day.
Birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Hooray!
I like it. Couldn't contain it. He was like, it needs a hooray. Just needs a
Amazing. Every birthday wish needs to end off with a hooray. And then this is a special dad, a message to a special dad named Stoffel. Let's take a look.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Daddy. Happy birthday to you.
Gotta have a big sis keeping you in line.
Honestly.
They'll keep you in line, man. Oh, beautiful stuff. Thank you so much for all of your videos. I hope you're having the most amazing day and that it's only going to get better from here. We'd love to hear from you if you know someone or if you want to wish yourself, sing for yourself. Please send us a video. WhatsApp it. 15 seconds is all we need. 071 640 6551 is the number to use. We'd love to hear from you. We might even give you a call, who knows, to help wish you on your very special day.
Yes, indeed. Mzansi, happy birthday to everybody, especially if we didn't get to mention your name this morning. Of course, we are still celebrating with you, and we're carrying on with the celebrations now. Can you believe it? We were speaking about this earlier. It's crazy. I cannot believe it, but it is true. The Two Oceans Aquarium has been part of Camptonians' lives for a quarter of a century already. Can you believe it?
It's crazy, but the aquarium turned a whopping 25 years old not too long ago, and we got to meet up with the staff to talk about some of their memorable moments and what they enjoy most about their very interesting jobs.
When the aquarium opened, the locals embraced us. So Capetonians embraced us. And as the word spread, South Africans embraced us. And we became go-to place. People enjoy coming here. They enjoy seeing the people, but they also enjoy knowing that when they leave, they would be able to look back and know that they've learned something. And that's something that's very important to us. So it's just we have a different way of doing things, and people appreciate that. Overseas people walk through the front door and they expect an overseas aquarium. They have their standards, and 9 out of 10 times those people walk out saying, "You have blown our minds. We love this aquarium." They experience something that they wouldn't experience in any other way.
So the aquarium is one of the coolest places to work because we're surrounded by really interesting and wonderful animals, and I think the best part about working here is we literally get thousands of visitors coming through the aquarium every single day, and us as staff, we get to share the passion that we have for these animals with our visitors, and they get to leave the aquarium with a greater understanding not only for that species but the environment and kind of where that animal fits into it. So it's really special that the aquarium has been here for 25 years, because if you think about the amount of visitors we get just in one day, over those 25 years we've been able to interact and educate so many kids and families about the oceans and the surrounding marine life and wildlife as well. So we're really doing a massive part for education and just raising awareness about the species we look after.
I think 25 years is like wow, because it's almost the same age as what I am, and it's really impacted so much amount of people throughout the years that it has been here, from youth to adults to everyone that is studying and not studying in the marine environment and just learning something new. And as my job title is Junior Floor Guide, I take it my passion every single minute of the day to literally try to teach something new to someone every day, which is really awesome. So yeah.
At the aquarium, we believe that if people know about things and they love that thing, they will look after that thing. And to that end, we have established the Two Oceans Aquarium Education Foundation, and through that foundation we are educating kids in this new normal. We are doing that online. So there's a saying, Baba Dion says, in the end you will conserve what you love, you will love what you know, and you will know what you are taught. And that is our base. So the Two Oceans Aquarium focus mainly on local animals. They're found off the southern African coastline. Most of our animals are currently on either endangered or critically endangered. We look at species like our sharks, our ragged-tooth sharks, cob. We've got striped bonito, we've got spotted grunter. The only species that are not from our coast are things like our rockhopper penguins that are actually rescues and cannot be released due to the fact that they might take some disease back to their islands. But here at the aquarium, we focus on things that are local. Local is lekker. We want people to know about local. We want people to love local.
The jellyfish come from a little polyp. It's a little anemone, and that anemone actually gives us the jellyfish. And it works exactly like a butterfly's life cycle. So a butterfly has the caterpillar and the cocoon and then the butterfly itself. The jellyfish has the little polyp, and the polyp gives us a strawberry, and the strawberry gives us the jellyfish. So as long as we've got these little polyps, we can always breed new jellyfish. I really love people seeing the jellyfish that we grow, especially because they get to see that we grow them from something as small as a snowflake to something that's about 2 meters big on our exhibits. And so just seeing people being mesmerized by these beautiful spineless creatures is really, really magnificent.
So one of my favorite memories is getting to work with our penguins here at the aquarium. Our penguins are very charismatic, and we have rockhopper penguins that really just bond and love to interact with us as staff. So getting to be part of their lives, especially our younger penguins that were born from a couple here at the aquarium, and then basically you get to watch these little birds grow up from an egg all the way up to their adulthood.
My personal goal for the guest here at the Two Oceans Aquarium is that whichever guest it is, it could be a young child, a big child, an adult, once they step into the doors of the aquarium, I would really like them to experience something new, where they learn something about the marine life, learn something about the marine animals, learn something new that actually changes their mind and actually gives them a new concept of this whole ocean type theme that we've got going here. If we can start changing the mindset of everyone right now, then we're going to have a great future for all our animals and our humans living together.
This is a world that not many people can experience, and when they come here, they do experience it, whether they've been to the beach or not, whether they've been diving or not. It's something completely different, and it's something magical.
Definitely getting all that memories.
So cool.
But
Yeah.
did you know as well that since opening their doors in 1995, Two Oceans Aquarium has welcomed more than 10 million people to bear witness to the incredible marine wildlife found on our South African shores. That's amazing.
And it's definitely Nature Boy approved. And of course, here's to another 25 years of inspiring change for the future well-being for the ocean.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Time to get into all of the weekend sports. I'm forcing a smile. I'm trying. But we were treated to some fantastic rugby. Undoubtedly, the Lions hitting their straps. Also a great performance from the Cheetahs to beat the Pumas in a pretty hard-fought victory there. Some great performances in the PSL as well. And then the Premier League in the UK was absolute rubbish. But we'll talk about that as well. In fact, I invited Ralia just to sit and smile. That's all he's going to do. He's just going to sit here and gloat. I can feel the gloatage. Katua Lo joins joins us looking gorgeous and festive. Thank you for bringing the Christmas cheer to our studio. You called it, girl. You were on point on Friday. Let's start with Friday's game. The Cheetahs up against the Pumas. I feel for Jimmy Stonehouse and the Pumas because they put everything out there and they've played some fantastic rugby. They really have. But this Cheetahs side, it took a while for Steyn to find his feet at the number 10 berth. But it is Francois Steyn. And he did, and his kicking was great and his positional play was great. What did you make of that encounter?
Look, it's never an easy one in Nelspruit, and the Cheetahs certainly felt that. It's really unfortunate for the Pumas, as you said. They just don't have the depth that a side like the Cheetahs or the Bulls or the other teams have, unfortunately, but they've been doing so well at the moment. But Jimmy Stonehouse is doing something well. The turnout is great. I mean, if you'll see Pumas players across South Africa and other unions, which is testament to Jimmy Stonehouse. He fought the lid. It's fine. They're well-rounded. They're good. So it's unfortunate for the Pumas, but I mean, the Cheetahs were deserved winners in the end, although it was a bit tough. But I mean, it's Frans Steyn. Whatever position we talked about, you can put it in flank, after the scrum, you'll be fine.
I've got a feel for the Pumas, though. The way I watched that game, it seemed like it was theirs in the bag. And then literally, it looks like last 15 minutes, like you mentioned, that depth is not there. Is it something that they can improve on within the season, or do you think it's a bit too late?
I think it might be the Christmas break. If they get a bye somewhere, hopefully they can maybe just have some rest. But I guess you have to play the cards that you've been dealt at the moment, unfortunately. And it's halfway through already. I mean, the semi-finals are happening in less than a month's time already. So, I mean, unfortunately, I don't think this season, but it's a good jumping off point for next season.
Well, the union's in a good place. I think that is one massive tick. I expected more from the Sharks this weekend, but again, you called it. From the scrum, the Lions, they just looked so impressive in the tights, and then their positional kicking was superb. Tian Swanepoel, a young man with a bright future. But let's talk about that scrum. The old boys.
Jannie du Plessis, Willem Alberts, the bone collector. I mean, they have been absolutely phenomenal. And even Van Rooyen, Cash Van Rooyen, the coach, has said during the week, they've been very vocal in the change room about, the brotherhood at the Lions. They're building something. They are a bunch of raw talent, and now it's finally coming together. So props to the Lions for getting a guy like Jannie du Plessis back and the bone collector back, and then also shifting Willem van der Sluys to flank, not his usual position, to accommodate Willem Alberts. And it worked. It paid off. So, I mean, well done. Against a good side, the Sharks, who really were not on form. Penalty after penalty. It was horrible to watch, actually, from a Sharks perspective.
Let's move to the PSL. Again, you called it. I was focused on Mamelodi Sundowns, thinking this was the opportunity to stretch themselves ahead, but they didn't. I think they probably would think that they dropped points this weekend, along with Chiefs drawing with Bloem Celtic, but that's an age-old rivalry there, and we know there's very little between the teams on Derby Day. But Swallows, wow.
They are right up there. I told you, 2 points. They're tied with Sundowns at the moment. How's that for 2020? Right up there. And then also AmaZulu, Benny McCarthy is back, and he showed it. 3-1 win over Chipper United as well.
How much influence do you reckon Benny is having on the team right now, this new position?
I just think he's like his aura. Like, imagine Benny walks into a room. That presence. Like, having him part of the squad. Like AmaZulu, I mean, I think 6th or 8th
on the log. Now on the log,
I mean, you never know what Benny can do. Hy praat lekker. So
and also at this stage, he'll be wanting to build a future. He'll be wanting to kind of set a base for them to progress. And maybe it's time for KZN to have that again. We haven't seen a team shining from down there. So I'm trying not to...
It'll be okay. Just get it out.
We can do this.
We should have started with this.
7-0. 7-0. Liverpool just... And I said, should Crystal Palace be fearing a Liverpool side that gained the confidence after that win against Spurs? But they looked sublime.
No, they are the favourites. If there was any ever doubt, it was a cricket score, 7-0.
Yeah. I must say, being a fan, of course, give me my time to gloat.
You're allowed to.
Look, I've got to say, it's really awesome to see not all the players coming back to Liverpool, but the likes of Genie Wijnaldum just kind of supporting the team, slowly getting back to that perfect form that we saw last season. And I think this weekend was just a nice taste of what can be.
Against Everton, is Arteta's...
You could be a gunner today.
Is Arteta's job in danger? Because surely at some point they're going to have to draw a line in the sand.
Yeah, although Pep came out for him, I think 2 weeks ago, saying that he's the best person to lead Arsenal. So, and I mean, having Pep's support in the footballing world is a big one. But I don't know, like
It feels like Arteta almost shot himself in the foot because he came in with such an impact.
Yeah.
And now he has to deal with what was inevitable. And I do think it takes time. Taking on a team like Arsenal, which is predominantly been in the top flight for how many years?
Legendary.
It's not an easy task, you know what I mean? And it's a complete restructuring that's going on here.
And maybe we forgot that they're in a rebuilding phase. Brilliant performance from Man United, 6-2 against Leeds, and that I didn't realise how much of a rivalry that was.
It was intense on Twitter yesterday.
The 2 goals, and I think in the first 3 minutes from McTominay, who never scores ever, just kind of set the tone for it.
I think it's the first day in the Premier League history to score in the first 3 minutes of a Premier League game.
Yeah.
And blistering goals at that. Yeah.
Tottenham Hotspur 2-0 to Leicester. It almost feels like Mourinho, when it's on with his system of play. Then he's forced to bring on all these attack-minded players that don't really fit into his style of play.
But
the Gareth Bales and
so. That's the question.
Because they're just not scoring goals.
But if you look at the game itself, it seemed like it was definitely going to be a counter game, which did kind of happen on the one side, but it didn't play the way of Spurs this time around.
2 disastrous mistakes.
Yeah,
2 disastrous mistakes in the mix there.
And then classic Jose, obviously, post-match, always trying to take the attention away on the field. We see you and we hear you, Jose, but it's unfortunately also it doesn't seem to work at the moment.
Yeah, well, the better team definitely lost on the night. Definitely lost. No, some fantastic results. If you're a Liverpudlian. Some fantastic sport we witnessed over the weekend. Thank you so much for being on the money on Friday. We'd love to hear from you. Maybe you are that pundit that we are looking to connect with. We'd love to hear from you. And of course, you can connect with us on all of our social media platforms.
Get your 100% goodness with Crush. Scratch and stand the chance to win hundreds of goodness prizes for 100 days with hashtag Crush100.
Made with love by Clover.
Well, it's amazing how time has flown, and can you believe it? Today is our last Crush 100% goodness peel and reveal game for 2020.
That's insane. And today we're finding out what 100% goodness prize is hidden behind the last little silver block. And we have our contestant, Lodrika Smart, on the line right now. Lodrika, hello.
Hi, you guys. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing good. How does it feel knowing that you are our last Crush 100% goodness peel and reveal contestant for the year?
Wow, that is almost like saving the best last day.
It is the best.
I love that. It truly is. So we have only one block left. Are you ready to see what you've won?
Yes, I can't wait.
Okay,
Zoe,
well,
please do the honors.
To peel and reveal. Dim, 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 dim.
Woo, woo!
Lodrika, you just won yourself a DeLonghi multi-fry. How exciting!
Wow, thank you. That's a nice treat.
Yes, it's a very nice gift, especially just before Christmas. Do you have any delicious recipes in mind that you think you want to make with it?
I think we have to start with chicken.
That sounds good. That sounds good. How will you be spending Christmas this year?
As you know, this corona, I will just spend with my loved ones, and that's my husband, Wayne, and son, Jesse.
Aww. Well, have a blessed Christmas and congratulations. You are the Crush 100% Goodness winner for 2020 on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Thank you very much. Thanks. Have a blessed Christmas, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, Zoe, the Crush 100 Goodness competition only closes on the 31st of December. So here's a quick reminder of how easy it is to enter.
Are you ready to stand a chance to win 100% goodness prizes with Crush, such as Nutri-Bullets, Veggie Bullets, Tefal kitchen appliances, bar fridges, skincare products, fitness products, and vouchers? 100% you are. 100% goodness winners will be announced daily on Expresso from Monday to Friday from September through December. To enter, buy Crush promo packs. See the back of the label to scratch, and if you find a unique code, dial the USSD number on the pack to stand a chance to win immediate prizes or go into the grand prize draw. If you do not find a unique code, keep buying Crush to find the hidden codes. Crush is 100% fruity, fresh, tasty and refreshing.
Made with love by Clover. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on SABC3. Now, throughout this year, singer and media personality Jared Ricketts has provided comfort and worship to the masses, both here on Expresso through our Gospel Monday series, as well as on his own platforms with the Lunchtime Live concert series. He's joining us this morning to chat about the festive edition of Lunchtime Live and how you can tune in. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, my friends. How are you both doing?
Sure, we missed you, man.
It's been a minute,
wow.
right?
The best and fondest memory I have is with you on the show in the trenches of lockdown, providing love to the whole of Mzansi, man. What a year it's been.
Sure, and it's been such a blessed time to be able to use my gift in that way. I've received so much love from the public, people just messaging me saying that, you know, they feel inspired every Monday morning.
Yeah.
And it's fulfillment, it's purpose. And so I'm so grateful to Expresso for allowing me that opportunity.
And after that, the man just soared into the heavens and
Come
you start
on.
doing the things. I saw your face everywhere. I saw merchandise. Ricketts, here he is. This is your year, man. But tell me, the concert now is just another big thing on that list of incredible accomplishments this year. But talk to me about this. What's happening? What's going on?
Sure. So as you've mentioned, I did a series called Lunchtime Live throughout lockdown, and I received so much support.
Yeah.
People were buying tickets, supporting us artists through this difficult time. And I thought, you know, how do I say thank you to everyone? And I said, let's bring Lunchtime Live back with a twist, a festive edition. And of course, it's a free concert, people, so you don't have to purchase a ticket. You'll have access to it. It's on YouTube. From today, in fact, so you can watch it today, tomorrow, the next day, right until Christmas.
Wow.
It can be your Sunday, your Christmas lunch playlist.
So you've provided Mzansi with a beautiful Christmas present. I like that.
That's what it's about. It's the season of giving, and I felt like just sharing not just my talent, but the amazing talent that is in our country. And so I feature Lloyd Clele from Durban. You remember him? He was a part of Idols.
Absolutely.
And our Rose in Cape Town, Janice, an amazing singer, songwriter, performer, and of course Michael Wilson Trollop on the piano.
Yes, we love
He's played here a
Michael
few
for the
times.
piano, yes.
Okay, you know him better, man, on the keys there, of course.
Yeah, doing his thing. We have Roderick McKay also, and he was the music director for the show. It's a pre-recorded show, so yeah.
Brilliant.
Love that. And love that it's free as well, so everyone can tune in on your YouTube channel. But also speak to us Christmas. It's the first time as a married man.
Sure.
What are you going to be getting up to? Are you cooking? Who's cooking, you or Kim?
Listen, we just received some pots yesterday. A mysterious gift that rocked up on our doorstep. And so I don't know, we're going to see who's been doing well throughout the year with the cooking, and then you'll be left with the responsibility. You know, we're just going to look forward to spending time together. It's been a crazy year. I think for me, I own my own business. Trying to stay afloat has been really scary and really tough. And through God's grace, I've managed to do so. And with Kim's business as well, she's been working really hard. And we just said, no. This is just the time just to be by ourselves and just to recollect, to re-energize, and to think about this year and to plan for next year.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be the two of us, and it's going to be great.
Speaking of, I've got to unfortunately jump the gun here because Mzansi needs to know. It's been a beautiful year, like you mentioned. You've been absolutely blessed, but forward thinking towards 2021, what can we expect from Mr. Ricketts himself? I mean, if this was just the beginning.
The taster.
As Jamie would know, I'm always 2 steps ahead, right?
Yeah.
Always there already.
Yeah. Sometimes I message him like, you should do this, you should do that. Anyway, but so next year's Still Testimony, the clothing brand, I'll be doing a linen range.
Nice.
Much like what you're wearing today.
You might
the perfect model.
You need a model for that?
On Christmas. Yes. So I'll be doing that, new music as well. I'm recording, and I think I'm just allowing life to steer me. You know, we plan so much, and I think this year taught us that sometimes, you know, you're not always in control of everything. So maybe the approach should be that I just stay calm, listen to God, and watch my surroundings, and then just be led by that, by instinct.
Listen, we are here for it. We're here for your 2020. We're here for 2021. And of course, Jared's Lunchtime Live Festive Edition free virtual concert is available to view right now on his YouTube channel. Jared will also be performing some Christmas classics throughout the show. So keep it locked to your Feel Good Breakfast show. Now it's time to make some Christmas spiced muffins. I hope you're hungry.
I'll go. But one of you said, oh, he's back. Move way.
Clover fresh milk.
Made with love by Clover.
You know what? I think Jared Ricketts is one of the most inspiring artists we have here on the show. The work that he's put in this year, a very difficult one at that, is just so inspiring. Also, someone else is inspiring. Yes, it's the beautiful lady next to me, Teresa Elliott. And if you are looking for the perfect Christmas breakfast to kick off the festive celebrations, our fresh milk, Christmas spiced muffins are the ideal go-to subtle breakfast before the big feast later in the day. And Teresa Elliott joins us to show us just how to achieve this incredible recipe. Hi. I see you got the black and white memo.
I did. I'm all sorted.
Yes, we're all sorted. Please take me through the ingredients here. Why is it called spiced muffins?
It's a Christmas spiced muffin because we've got cinnamon, nutmeg, we also have some orange, some cranberries, some almonds. We've got lots of special ingredients that are going to make it really nice and Christmassy.
Ooh.
So we're going to start with our self-raising flour.
Okay.
And we'll add our cinnamon and our nutmeg. And some orange zest, as I said. I love using orange in my baking.
Why?
So
what does orange do? Like, does it bring about other flavors?
Yeah, just that citrusy flavor. It's very subtle. It's not overpowering, but it just works so well with the spices and the fruit. So I've added some brown sugar and some cranberries.
What about this recipe is so festive for you, do you think?
I think mostly the flavors, but also, as you mentioned, it's a great way to start Christmas Day because it's very quick and easy, so you can get on with the phoning the family and unwrapping the prezzies, and then you're not spoiling your feast that you're having, your lunch or your dinner or whatever it is.
Of course, and I think we always miss my family always misses breakfast when it comes to Christmas. We just focus on the lunch, so this is a great way to start off the day.
It's like a little breakfast snack.
Yes.
So I've got oil in the bowl, some some eggs and some vanilla, and we're going to add 1 cup of our Clover fresh milk.
You know what? I still can't believe people thought that the milk inside was blue.
That would have been quite cool.
It honestly would have been quite cool. Every time I just look at it, I think of Smurfs. Smurfs are my favorite thing in the entire world. Now, Clover fresh milk with triple protect ensures you get superior quality with every litre of Clover fresh milk undergoing double purification and 80 quality tests, a special cooling technology that ensures it's kept at the right temperature and ultra clean packaging to lock in the moo freshness. I just had to slot that in there, okay?
All right, so all I did was I whisked the wet ingredients, you add them to the dry ingredients, and you fold it in.
Just like that.
This will take you literally 5 minutes, put it in the oven, and you can just get on with the day.
We're literally done with the mixture.
So easy.
And how long do you put it in? Just for those people who don't bake and they don't know how long you put muffins in the oven for.
So it's 180 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. But what I say is all ovens are different. So just keep an eye on it from about 10 minutes onwards.
Okay.
And use your skewer just to check whether they are done. So just pop it into your muffin tray, and of course make sure it's greased. And if you wanted,
with
you
butter
could add,
or oil.
Yeah, butter, oil, or a bit of spray. And you could also use paper cups as well. So if you wanted to be a little bit festive and introduce extra color, or make it sort of gold or silver. And then before you pop them in the oven, just sprinkle some almonds over the top, and those will go lovely and brown in the oven and add some extra crunch. And there you go.
This is such a lovely recipe that can be enjoyed by everyone in the family, just all coming together in the kitchen and preparing a perfect Christmas breakfast. Now, if you would like to get your hands on this recipe, well, make sure to head on over to expressoshow.com. But if you've missed a step, here's a reminder.
Made with love by Clover. Only you can make my day.
back, everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on SABC3, and we are officially in the week of Christmas. So if you haven't started singing those Christmas carols yet, we're definitely going to get you started. Jared Ricketts will be delivering us those holiday classics throughout the morning, and we're starting with Oh Holy Night, which was composed all the way back in 1847 by Adolph Adam. Jared Ricketts, Oh Holy Night, take it away.
Thank you.
The stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Oh, fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Oh, fall on your knees. Oh, oh, the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night. Oh, when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night. Hey, 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 oh, night. Oh, night.
wonderful performance by Jared Ricketts. Stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast show. More from him a little bit later. But as it's shortly after 7, let's quickly touch on those national headlines. The NSRI is appealing to the public to be cautious in and around the coastal and inland waterways in the week leading up to Christmas Day. The concern is that where beaches have been closed temporarily by COVID-19 restrictions, more people may go swimming at inland waterways, rivers, lakes and dams, and at swimming pools. They are especially appealing to parents to ensure that children have responsible adult supervision. They warn that a person who is drowning is unable to call for help, which means proper supervision is essential. And the health department has confirmed that the new mutated COVID-19 variant spreading across the country is more contagious and appears to affect younger people in the larger measures than the previous strain. Authorities have warned that the additional restrictions may be necessary. Meanwhile, some private hospitals have reported an inflow from less than 100 admitted COVID-19 patients to more than 500 patients in its facilities across the Western Cape. At least 2 major hospital groups, Netcare and Mediclinic, have suspended all non-emergency surgical procedures and have restricted hospital visits. We now move to news abroad, where in the UK, Health Secretary Matt Hancock said yesterday that the government has imposed a strict Christmas lockdown in London and southeast England because of the new strain of the coronavirus was out of control. Hancock warned that the strict measures that affect almost a third of England's population would stay in place until the virus vaccine is fully rolled out. Meanwhile, a number of European countries have been banned and are planning to ban travel from the UK to prevent the spread of the more infectious coronavirus variant. And the French National Assembly has voted overwhelmingly in favor of the return to Senegal and Benin of prized artifacts that were looted during the colonial era. Benin will receive 26 pieces of the treasure of Bihanzin, including the throne of King Lele, a main attraction at the Quai Branly Jacques Chirac Museum in Paris, and Senegal will have a sword return that belonged to a 19th century sheikh. A new museum in Germany has attracted much controversy as it holds many looted items, including Benin bronzes that British soldiers stole from Nigeria in 1897. And next, some solar-powered computer lab brings a new opportunity for students. Now, there's some great news for learners and students in the Overberg who are deprived of access to internet. A solar-powered computer lab in the picturesque Overberg town of Barrydale has opened up new opportunities for them. The lab was set up recently by Net vir Pret in partnership with UCT's Health and Welfare Centres organization known as Shawco and sponsored by Dell Technologies. Similar labs can also be found in countries such as Mexico, Morocco, Kenya and Ethiopia. And in SA, there are similar solar classrooms at a primary school in Nyanga and the Shawco offices in Kensington, Cape Town, the Waverley Girls High School in Johannesburg and Zitulele Village in the Eastern Cape. At Barrydale, the lab fits into a standard shipping container with 10 computers, a server, air conditioning and it's solar powered. The setup is similar to a mini internet cafe which focuses on health and education in developing communities. Trainers from the Robertson Community Learning Centre would conduct training in the lab and students from Shawco would run short programs during holidays. Classes are expected to start in early 2021. Well, on that good note, that's where I leave your morning headlines for now. I'll have another look at it shortly after 8.
Thanks so much. So let's kick it off with rugby. The Lions back on top. The Lions confirmed their second spot in the Currie Cup standings after beating the Sharks 27-12 on Saturday. Now, Currie Cup encounter on Friday. The Cheetahs kept their semi-final hopes alive after a hard-fought 35-31 victory over the Pumas. The match between the table-topping Bulls and the bottom of the log Creek was cancelled due to COVID-19 concerns. That while, of course, Western Province enjoyed a bye this weekend. So the Bulls do remain on top of the log with the Lions showing incredible incredible balance in that side, now in second place, and the Sharks in third in the Currie Cup standings as we speak. Keeping it in the country in the Premier Soccer League this weekend, yesterday Swallows FC, they edged up Black Leopards 2-1 at the Toyondo Stadium, and Amazulu FC, they thrashed Chippa United 3-1, giving new manager Benny McCarthy an early Christmas present. So after their win, Swallows now sit level on points with our log leaders and defending champions Mamelodi Sundowns. On Saturday, Masandawana, they drew 1-1 with Golden Arrows, and it also ended with a 1-1 draw for Kaizer Chiefs and Bloem Celtic. Then staying with football but moving abroad in the Premier League, Liverpool and Manchester United recorded massive wins over the weekend, while a lackluster Tottenham Hotspur suffered their second straight defeat. Liverpool thrashing Crystal Palace 7-0 on Saturday, and yesterday Manchester United cruising past Leeds United 6-2 at Old Trafford. Leicester, they recorded a 2-0 win over Tottenham Hotspur, and that result now sees them move to 4 points behind log leaders Liverpool and leapfrogging Spurs in the process. Spurs now sitting on 5th on the log. That's where we leave our sport for this hour. The sun has risen. Let's take a look at what that looks like in your neck of the woods. Kutle's got the details.
Thank you so much, Dee, for the sports update. It's time for us to get into the second look at your beautiful sunrise pictures, because you know we ask you every morning to send in your sunrise photos so we can see how you wake up in your part of the country. Alan Rudnicki sent us this beautiful shoot of Table Mountain. Alan, you can expect a pleasant day in Cape Town with temperatures reaching a high of 26 degrees. Shaheen Peterson took a walk on the beach in Betty's Bay. Shaheen, you too can expect a warm morning with temperatures reaching a high of 26 degrees. Now, you too at home can contribute to our weather report by posting what your sunrise looks like on our Facebook page, Expresso Facebook page. Now on to interesting weather news. A new high-powered telescope in the Australian outback has led astronomers to an intriguing new discovery. ORCs, or odd radio circles, coming from an unknown cosmic source that have never been seen before and have scientists baffled. Astrophysicist Professor Ray Norris explained why the mysterious circles have the space community so excited. At first, they suspected an emerging artifact, perhaps generated by a software error, but soon confirmed they are real after using other radio telescopes. They still have no idea how large or how far they are. They could be objects in our galaxy, perhaps a few light years off, or they could be millions of light years away. The question the professor poses is, why don't we see anything in visible wavelengths of light, though they are real? He says, we don't know, but finding a puzzle like this is every astronomer's dream. But now we bring it back down to earth in our beautiful country with today's temperatures. If you find yourself in Polokwane, do expect some thunder showers with 47% chance of rain. Bombela, it's a mostly sunny day, reaching a maximum of 30 degrees, but be on the lookout for 100% chance of rain forecast for this Monday. Pretoria, it's a mostly sunny day with a maximum of 29 degrees. Josie Maboneng, your temperatures range from 15, reaching a high of 27. Mahikeng, you kick off your Monday morning with a minimum temperature of 20, reaching an afternoon high of 28 degrees. Klerksdorp, 20-33. Kimberley, a mostly sunny day, but do expect 40% chance of thunder showers. Bloemfontein, 17-30. If you find yourself in Richards Bay, you're going to enjoy a maximum temperature of 35 degrees. It's going to be such a hot day. Do not leave your SPF behind. Pietermaritzburg, you too also need to stay hydrated because you'll experience 35 as a maximum for today. Durban, South Africa's playground, 24-32. Mthatha, 19-31 with some summer rain expected. East London, 21-26, 40% thunder showers expected this Monday. And Cradock, you start off your morning with a low of 19, reaching a high of 31 degrees. But be on the lookout for some showers. Port Elizabeth, the rain continues in your part of the country at 56% chance of rain forecast. George, it's a rainy Monday with a low of 19, reaching a high of 22 degrees. Cape Town, 19-26. Worcester, 17-32. Sutherland, it's a cloudy day. Grey skies are forecast with a low of 15, reaching a high of 28. And we finalize it by looking into Uppington with a maximum of 28 degrees and 49% thunder showers forecast for the day. This was the second look at the weather forecast. We'll have another look shortly after the top of the hour. But remember, whichever part of the country you're in, whatever the weather, make sure to have yourselves a feel-good kind of day.
So as we turn to astronomical matters, we're in for a massive treat this afternoon as two of the biggest planets in our solar system, namely Jupiter and Saturn, will be closer to each other than they have been in nearly 400 years. This great conjunction, as it's being called, will result in the two planets appearing to be a massive single star. This makes us very excited, along with, I would imagine, our science engagement astronomer from the observatory, Dr. Daniel Kahnemer, who's joining us now to tell us more. Dan, welcome to it, my friend.
Good morning and happy solstice.
Thank you.
So today's the longest day and the shortest night, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Oh, well, listen, I'm very excited for what we're about to discuss, because this is the first time in 800 years that the double planets are visible. But just how close will these two planets really be?
Yeah, so they appear very close in the sky. Obviously, they're still very distant in space. But from the Earth's perspective, they're appearing incredibly close. So 1 degree is normally measured by holding your little finger at arm's length. So that's 1 degree on the sky. And these two planets will be 1/10 of that. So 1/10 of the width of your little finger, smaller than the width of a match. And that's how close they're going to appear in the sky.
And Zoe and I notoriously have the worst eyesight on the team, on the show here. So the two of us are going to be looking at it. It's just going to look like one big blurry blob in the sky. But just how special will 2020's conjunction be as opposed to previous years, or in fact years to come?
Yeah, so as you said, it's the first one that's clearly visible in 800 years. So this does happen, but generally it happens quite close to the sun. So the last time it was this close was about 400 years ago, but it wouldn't have been visible because it's so close to the sun. This one even is fairly close to the sun, so it's only visible for an hour or two after sunset. You'll have to watch the sunset. You'll have to have a clear western horizon, so not a mountain in the way or trees or anything too close to the horizon, and then you should be able to see it quite clearly.
And will you only be able to see it with a telescope?
No, not at all. So already, if you go out this evening, and maybe you should go out for the next couple of evenings just to practice, you can see that. You can see the two of them getting progressively closer together. So they're some of the brightest objects in the sky. They're very hard to miss. And looking west after sunset, you'll see these two objects getting closer and closer. They'll be getting a little bit further apart after tonight.
It's like two ships in the night, my friend. Two ships in the night. So astronomers and astrologers are going crazy at this particular one, which we dig as well. Are there any superstitions that accompany an event like this that you're aware of?
I can't really speak for astrologers, but there's been a lot of talk about this being the Christmas star. Johannes Kepler, who derived the laws of planetary motion, he worked out how the planets move around the sun in the 17th century. And he then managed to sort of rewind time and calculated that there would have been a great conjunction in 6 BC. So he speculated, being a religious man himself, he speculated that could have been the Star of Bethlehem.
You are such a conspiracy theorist, Dan. I love that. And what a time to have it, man. This year, we need that. What's the best way to view it? And where? Is it a silly question to ask? Where will
you
it
don't want to miss
be?
it.
I know.
Yeah, so it's 15 degrees. So that's kind of, I'm not sure how 15 degrees is. It's probably, if you put your fingers like, where's my camera? There. Put your fingers like that from the horizon up.
Okay.
And then it'll be sort of near your little finger. And you're going to need to sort of be out and about at sunset. So go watch the sunset. Obviously, no clouds, hopefully. and then looking west, so look for the next hour, and you'll see them slowly appear as it gets darker and darker. And you don't need a telescope or anything to view them. They'll appear very, very close in the sky. You should be able to discern that there are two planets rather than one, although that depends on your eyesight, as you said. But if you do have access to a telescope or a pair of binoculars, then you'll be able to see both of these planets in the same field of view. So that's pretty cool in itself. And if you've got a telescope, looking at Jupiter and Saturn is always lovely. You can often see Jupiter's moons and Saturn's rings. So it's really quite exciting. And if you do manage to, there'll also be a lot of live streams online through telescopes. So you can just Google live stream of the Great Conjunction, and you'll be able to see some nice visuals of this event.
Great. Now you're going to have half the country standing outside looking on their phone, man. Come on, dude. Dan,
sorry. Well, I mean, it's cloudy sometimes.
Exactly, man. No, we absolutely love it. And we love the fact that we have access to you to make these moments that much more remarkable for us. So thank you so much. Enjoy it yourself. And I'm going to choose to call it the Christmas star because I like that. There's a romantic in me that loves those sort of things. But we really appreciate your time, my friend. Thanks so much.
That's a pleasure. Merry Christmas.
You too, buddy. You too.
There we go. Well, grab your binoculars, your telescopes if you have one, and make this evening one to remember with the Great Conjunction happening after sunset. It is a one-nighter, so you don't want to miss it.
Are you ready for a sizzling summer holiday in Mzansi? Your best holiday is yet to come when you book at any participating Marriott branded hotel. Redefine your holiday with a beach break, nature retreat, or a road trip adventure. With the Marriott Summer Holiday offer, you can enjoy 25% off standard hotel rates, including free breakfast if you're a Marriott Bonvoy member and 15% if you're a non-Bonvoy member. Book on Marriott.com for the best rates guaranteed.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, here on SABC3. It's a beautiful start to a new day and a brand new week.
And you know what? If it comes to the year 2020, I think it's pretty easy to say that it's been a tough year. But MTN's hashtag Remake 2020 Moments competition gave viewers a chance to end their year on a high.
And for Infinity Matibela, it meant being able to celebrate with a baby shower. Hi, family. It's so great to see you, Deb. Being surrounded by such energy is so inspiring because I know 2020 has been such a difficult year for all of us, and with some people losing so much from health issues to job security and missing out on precious time with family and friends celebrating important moments in their lives. And for Infinity, who entered the MTN hashtag Remake 2020 Moments competition, this meant that she could finally have the baby shower of her dreams, celebrating the arrival of her cute little baby boy. That's why we are all gathered here at Portugal restaurant in Monte Casino to join in on the celebrations. Infinity, for any parent, the arrival of your child is one of the most important moments in your life. How disappointed were you when you found out that COVID-19 would put a stop to 2020?
Sure, I was so disappointed because this is my firstborn. I know if I was on my own, I couldn't. It was hectic to be locked in a house with all these emotions and appointments to go to. You cannot afford to go, and we couldn't manage to do all those things going up and down with my condition at the time. But yeah, the support was too much, and I loved it.
It was very difficult for us because when it started, my wife just got a job when she was on probation for 3 months, and the 3rd month, that's when Corona started. So she lost the job. I don't want to lie to you, I was so angry that I can't see what most of fathers I had saying. I was not even allowed to be at the gate.
When I won the MTN Remake 2020, they did remake my 2020 because it was hectic the whole year.
I'm so excited, and I was so excited, and I'm still excited. It is a nice experience, which I've always wanted to be a father. And yeah, I'm so happy, I can't lie. The main purpose of this gathering today is this guy here, this little man. In each and every bad thing, there must be something good out of it. So this is a good of 2020 for us. And then let's celebrate it.
It's very exciting and amazing how things can turn around within a blink of an eye. And then with the coming of a little baby, I mean, it was a challenge. And then I'm so excited about this. I mean, I'm so happy for them.
I'm so happy. I'm very excited. And then I never thought this day will come. So I'm very happy.
I'm very excited for Infinity and Leons because 2020 wasn't easy for them, just like it wasn't for anybody else. And, you know, they've pulled through. And with little Oti, it's been so nice. We're so excited. We're still celebrating with them. We're looking forward to a lot more other celebrations.
If there's anything 2020 taught us, it would be that freedom is not free and should not be taken for granted. Every special moment spent with loved ones should be counted as a blessing. With the hashtag Remake 2020 campaign, special moments that were missed are now being made up for and made to feel extra special because there's a greater appreciation for life and its moments. Infinity, this is a special gift to you from MTN. Okay. I can't wait to see what's inside of it. Let's see. Thank you, MTN. Wow. 10,000 rand.
Did you say 2,000?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah, 5,000. is really Remake in my 2020.
I am a ball of emotion right now because I am sharing the same excitement as Infinity and her friends and family. The couple can finally do everything that they wanted to do for their precious little boy, who's, by the way, sleeping right now, as if this is not his celebration.
MTN is unlocking incredible and much-needed value, discounts and rewards offers for customers at a time when they need it the most through their Yellow Bucks and My MTN Rewards program. Every R1 spent on bundles or subscriptions means 1 Yellow Buck earned and added to your total accumulated Yellow Bucks, which can be spent at any time on items such as airtime, data bundles, social bundles and much more. Simply download the MTN app or dial *234# and register for My MTN Rewards to start earning Yellow Bucks. The Remake 2020 campaign is a fantastic one because I know this may sound redundant, but 2020 has played a number on everyone across the board. So it allows people to relive the moments that they have missed out on. It also just instills a sense of hope that there will be a better tomorrow if we band together as a family, as friends, and as a nation, and just instill the spirit of the Ubuntu. It has been such an honor to be a part of Infinity's baby shower today, considering everything that everyone has gone through this year, especially the trials and tribulations that the couple have faced with everything being upside down. This moment, this celebration allows them and their family and friends to finish off the year strong.
Oh. What a precious moment. When I tell you that, it just got me so emotional seeing Infinity and Dion celebrating their cute little baby boy. It was just a heartwarming experience, Zoe. Like, I have no words to describe what MTN has done for them. It's just out of this world.
Oh,
Shout out
that's
to you
amazing.
guys.
Well, if you have a special occasion that you've missed out on, MTN is still running their #Remake 2020 campaign until the 31st of January, with the opportunity for all subscribers to stand a chance to earn their share of 100 million rand in rewards.
Do not miss out on anything more. Just visit at MTN_ZA on Facebook or Twitter for more details.
Oh man, that is so sweet. That is well done, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Some amazing women out there doing some amazing things. Shout out to all the mothers out there. Hopefully we can make more of those amazing moments. And speaking of Wonder Woman right now, there has been a lot of hype, understandably, around the action-packed blockbuster Wonder Woman 1984, which released in New Metro cinemas last Wednesday, and it is no surprise why. Just take a look at this.
Your time will come, Diana. This world is not yet ready for all that you will do.
Setting an age.
I'm just imagining my daughter punching bullets away. Oh, that is awesome. Favorite moment. It's when you see the emotion, the determination in her eyes as a young Diana. You can already see she is meant for wonders.
Okay, now my personal favorite sneak peek is when we see Wonder Woman squaring off against her frenemy, the cheetah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, take a look at this. This one.
I can save today, but you can save the world.
One day, you'll become all that you dream of and more. And everything will be different. This world is not ready for all that you will do.
The world needs you.
This world is not ready. This world is not ready.
I've got like goosebumps on my goosebumps. Oh man, awesome, awesome. Time to make new memories with New Metro and experience the power of Wonder Woman 1984 in their cinemas nationwide this festive season. New Metro cinemas are open 7 days a week with all of the required COVID-19 precautions firmly in place to make sure that you and your little ones are safe. So book tickets now for Wonder Woman 1984. Go to newmetro.co.za or you can call 0861 246 362. It's always better on the big screen, baby. We'll see you at the movies.
It's great to be outside, loving your green spaces, enjoying the transformation you can bring about with your hands. Make Stihl part of your sweet summer magic, because with Stihl, summer is better. And so is your home. Bring nature home with Stihl.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, yes, yes. You're still locked in. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, of course. Now, many of you are officially on holiday this week. And, of course, with Christmas growing, to-do lists happening, and, of course, exercising becoming less of a priority. Yeah, I see you out there. It's easy to lose sight of your fitness goals during the holiday. But this is where good planning, creativity, and a little bit of, let's call it time management, is going to play a big, big role in this. So all you got to do, and if it's not an entire full body workout, it will be, because I'm going to bring you something awesome. So you've got to just set out about 10 to 15 minutes in your busy schedule, and that's all you need to stay active and in shape during the holiday season. So make sure you join us for this quick and easy workout that's perfect for the holiday season. And I'm joined by the beautiful Zoe.
I'm so ready and excited to work out, because, you know, the festive season is one of those times where you feel guilty because you generally eat a little bit more than what you would during the week. Your routine is out, you know, think it's festive.
And I think it's so difficult to stick to that routine, especially if it's an hour-long gym session. So enter Zoe and I to serve you Mzansi, and we're going to be doing a full body workout today, right? So the way the mechanic works is it's 10 minutes, that's all you need. Each exercise you're going to do for 45 seconds on, 15-second break, and then moving over to the next exercise. And I'm going to give you 3 stellar exercises that we're going to perform right now, starting with the lower body and moving our way up to the top, all right?
But this is TV, so we're not really doing it for 45 seconds, but at home they'll do it for 45 seconds, right?
All right, so you guys at home, of course, you heard it. 45 seconds on, you guys guys can take this workout with you afterwards, but Zoe and I are going to show you how it's done. So we're starting off with a basic squat. You know how it is. You've been working out this year. I see you, girl. You got your form on. It's all right. Let's get those glutes back. We're going into a squat. Now squeezing those glutes when we come up, and now we're going to balance on one leg and go for a reverse lunge. Straight into a reverse lunge, nice and far back. Squeezing those glutes on the way up. Back into a squat once again. Deep squat, and then we're going to go over to the other side now for that reverse lunge. So opposite side, reverse lunge comes through. Now, I know there are some of you out there that are wanting to do a little bit more eating, and you want to get some more calories burnt. So an awesome way to step this exercise up, if you really want to, is start making it a little bit more ballistic and dynamic. So while we're doing these lunges, this is the more static version of it.
Okay.
More than welcome to stay with this version. It's going to give you that stimulation of the legs. But if you wanted to step things up a bit, we can include
the heart rate
jump
going.
squats and jump lunges. Same mechanic, all right? So you're going from a lunge into a jump lunge. So you're jumping up into a squat, I squat, and then I go to the other lunge. And then I squat again, yeah, there we go, and then the other lunge. And this becomes fun, so you can put some music on with this, you can have a jaw, and this will make sure that those 45 seconds blast off in absolutely no time. And I don't know about you, Zoe, but I'm feeling the burn right now.
Burning.
Right, so that's as simple as it is. First exercise, it's almost like the conjunction of two exercises in one. You got your lunges, you got your squats, and we work in the core at the same time.
And I can feel my heart rate's going. It's definitely going to get
even while we're making a make-believe on TV, we're actually doing a proper workout, it feels like. All right, so let's go down to the ground. Now we're going to work the upper body, but again, it's almost like a two-in-one. So we're going to go down for a push-up first, okay?
Okay, this is where I need to confess that I'm actually quite very weak in my arms.
Ah, no, we got you, don't worry. So another thing to be inclusive of is the fact that we're using our core a lot in these movements, especially the fact that we're doing pushing and pressing. So support the body, support your core, neutral spine for everybody at home, and we're going to go down for a push-up. So elbows tucked back, all the way back up. And now we're going to go down to the ground and release our hands off the ground. So staying on the ground now. Now we're going to swim for breaststroke in front of us. That's going to work the shoulders. Now we're going to get the rear chain of our body. So lift your legs and your arms up at the same time while squeezing your glutes for 2 seconds. Hold it up in the air. Superman, 1, 2, and then come back down. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, and then you can swim back to your push-up position and go for 2 push-ups. Let's go. 1, on the ground, 1 more, up, and then back down. And now we can swim in front of us into a Superman. Yeah, hold it for 2 seconds, back down, and then 1 more rep for 2 seconds, and back down. And I'm feeling this proper. I don't know about you. You're lying about your push-ups, by the way, because that was pretty good. So you have no excuse. No excuse whatsoever. Okay, final movement, of course, guys. We're going to go to the core. This is one I love as well because everybody needs a good core. And of course, on top of this, we're going to include the entire body. So it's something called dead bugs, which is the static version. It's very, very simple. You're resting on your back. You have both knees in front of you, arms up, and then alternate leg and alternate arm go back and rest on the ground. So right leg goes down and left arm goes down to the ground, and I keep the rest up in front of me. Then I join them back up, and I do the exact same thing on the opposite side.
This is where coordination
Yes.
is very important.
100%, especially for the runners and the joggers. You're going to love this one because you're using your core in conjunction with the rest of your body. So it's making it more functional. You want to make this harder, Zoe? I've got a challenge for you because this is too easy. Both legs up in the air right now. Try and make a V with your body in this position. So straight up into the air, lift your hands up and hold the V. A lot harder than it looks. You guys are learning, Zanzi.
I'll practice on that.
See if you can get the V up before Zoe does, of course. She's on an epic fitness journey. And once you finish your awesome workout, it's straight to the kitchen to get those cows back in. Let's check it out.
Wow. Wow, my stomach was so hurting just watching that. Oh man, let's get back into that festive vibe right now. Christmas is definitely all about giving and sharing, and what better gift to give than a home-cooked meal. And these Be Well Brussels sprouts, yes, Brussels sprouts with lemon dressing are as delicious as can be as part of a festive food spread. They need to be a part of your Christmas menu. Easy to prepare, packed with nutrients, and ready in minutes. We love the sound of that stress-free recipe. What have we been waiting for? Teresa is going to end this year because this is your last session with us this year. Yes. Oh, on a high, man. The humble Brussels sprouts.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be tough. You're going to make these things.
What you don't know is I've got some caramel sauce.
I was going to say, like, that would be your style. But I obviously going over to the UK over the festive period, I've developed quite a taste for Brussels sprouts. If they're cooked properly, they can be delicious.
Exactly, and I'm going to give you some tips here as well, because I know not everyone likes them, but we can do something with that. So what we've got here are our Brussels sprouts that have already been blanched in boiling water, so they are tender. You don't want them soggy, so about 8 minutes.
8 minutes, okay. So what is a blanching? Just to explain to people, what do you do when you blanch something?
Okay, so you're going to put a pot of water on the stove and then get it boiling. Add a bit of salt and then pop them in while it's boiling.
Okay.
And just keep an eye on them. Use a sharp knife or a skewer just to test them.
Do you want them still to have a bit of crunch, have a bit of body?
Exactly. And then once you take them out, plunge them straight into cold water because that's going to stop the cooking process. And you're not going to get overcooked.
So from hot to cold, the blanching.
And then you get that beautiful green color as well. So what I've done here is I've cut them in half and I've put some Be Well canola oil in the pan and we're just frying them. You don't have to do this step, but I would recommend it because they're going to caramelize, they're going to go a little bit crispy, so you get that texture, that flavor.
And it brings out a nuttiness in the flavor as well. It changes the flavor profile completely, so I really do it.
Do this step,
Don't be just boiling your food.
No.
Zhuzh it up, man, zhuzh it up.
Totally, and it's going to have extra color, so definitely do that.
No, well, I was going to say there because and adding obviously the Be Well canola oil being locally produced, it's high in omega-3 and endorsed by the Heart and Stroke Foundation of South Africa. So it really is the perfect cooking companion. So healthy to cook with. Your heart, your system are going to love it.
Absolutely.
Right, give me something to do. Don't take my.
Do you want to do the
Can
dressing?
I whisk something?
You can whisk that for me.
So what's gone in here?
So we've got mustard, garlic, and the juice and zest of 1 lemon.
Okay.
This is for our dressing.
You haven't been shy with the garlic, eh?
You know me, I love it, I love it. So you can just whisk that all together, and then we're going to add some of the canola oil, which I'll help you with. That looks good. So I'm going to
the lemon and the garlic, that's actually a beautiful
much flavor.
match.
So I'm going to slowly stream this in while you're whisking.
Okay.
And that's going to come together into our dressing.
So it's kind of halfway there to an emulsify kind of...
Exactly.
Cool.
Sure, you know your stuff.
Yeah, man. I'm yet to make mayo, but I can whisk a dressing.
So it's as
that's
easy
going to
as
be
that.
lovely and creamy.
And it's delicious. It's great for the Brussels sprouts, but you could use that on your salad, your roasted vegetables, even at the braai.
Smells amazing.
Chicken and your fish.
Definitely.
It's very versatile. And these are frying off beautifully.
Oh, so Teresa, what are the plans, man? What are you going to be getting up to when you're not getting up at 3 in the morning to come onto our show?
I'm going to be sleeping. We're hosting the Christmas dinner this year.
Oh, wow.
So the baton has been handed over to me.
Good luck.
So my holiday starts on Boxing Day when all the cooking's finished.
Yeah.
But just time at home with the family, just staying at home, keeping safe.
I think everyone's got the same plan. Yeah, very much so. Very, very much so. And there's going to be cricket and rugby on Boxing Day, because I know those are very important to you, Teresa, to be able to watch.
I do love my cricket. So.
Cold roasties on Boxing Day cricket, and a little bit of a gammon sandwich. There ain't nothing better.
It sounds fantastic. Okay. So what I'm going to do...
How's that consistency?
That is amazing. That is beautiful. So you're going to pop them in your dish.
I love the fact that those have kept their beautiful pop of green.
So
that proves that you haven't cooked away any of the nutrients. And Brussels sprouts, they are part of our staple because they are so healthy. They are really jam-packed with nutrients. You don't want to cook that out. That looks beautiful,
it looks
stunning.
like Christmas, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then just drizzle your dressing on top. That's got so much flavor. And then finish it off with some micro-herbs.
Beautiful.
And that's one of your side dishes done.
You know, after making me eat, forcing me to eat all of these sweet treats and delights all year, you have redeemed yourself, okay? You've brought balance back to the universe. Thank you so much. You are so good at what you do. Thank you so much for bringing that here. And I think also the love of cooking, but making it accessible. For an idiot in the kitchen like me, I've taken so much away from all of your lessons and the passion. So thank you so much. Have a blessed Christmas. Good luck with the feast.
Yes, thank you.
And just get lots of cuddles and love from your beautiful kids and enjoy it.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. So hopefully that's inspired you for the perfect side. You could even call it a main this Christmas. Brussels sprouts are the hero.
be well. Love, food, life.
Here's to you, can't work from home workers. Bo Terminator, cause every meeting key, I'll be back. The mask forgetting shoppers. Hi. And you, who go the extra mile instead of keeping just 1.5 meters. To you who opened your doors again, we take our hats off. Nina, who kept us moving, 100%. And of course, there no mayini general dealers. You might not be essential workers, Mara, you too played an essential role in keeping Mzansi working. And that's why we're giving you a chance to win your share of 5 million rand. Join Nedbank today.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on SABC3. It's a Monday. Maybe time to reflect on what you guys did the weekend. What did you get up to? Because you guys were living your best lives on social media.
Being very safe. So my parents arrived from Durban in Cape Town. So I'm being very careful with the activities we're doing. I did meet a friend for lunch. So that was like the highlight of my weekend, was like some fancy food and a nice little location.
Dressed all cute.
You know, every now and then you just have to spoil yourself with a 6-course meal.
No, that's
but it's
true.
like the plates are like, the servings are teeny tiny. So
where was that actually?
That was Boer Constantia.
Oh wow,
nice.
beautiful.
That's very gorgeous. Well, for me it was very simple. Saturday I slept in, spent the day indoors sleeping, but yesterday I decided, let me take myself out for breakfast. So I just was out having breakfast, sipping on some refreshing drinks, living my best life. You can see my bucket hat is on because it was hot in Cape Town this past weekend.
It was.
Yeah, it was so
hot. Like, it was super windy as well. On Saturday, though, it's Luca's birthday tomorrow. So we celebrated with a few of his minions, 15 toddlers. Minions! Amazing. But yesterday was such a special day because my mentor, Sean Peterson, and I actually had a cleanup, a beach cleanup on Muizenberg Beach. So he had kids from the community clean up and then also train, because a lot of kids during this time, you know, doesn't have any place to go. So they had a holiday program where they got to experience the beach for the very first time, a few of them, and then clean up the beach. So that was amazing to be a part of that, this Sean Peterson Foundation. So that was my weekend plans. But yeah, 15 kids, guys.
She could have invited us to, first of all, the toddlers party.
Okay, no, it would have been so much fun. Toddlers, no thank you.
And the beach from a distance.
Next time.
That was fantastic. Well, I know that Christmas is just around the corner. I can't wait to be with my family. I've done my Christmas shopping. I'm not sure about you guys.
Can I tell you what happened? So my Christmas shopping was done, and then my family decided we're going to do a Secret Santa. So now I still need to go sort out my Secret Santa gift, and I just decided I'm not ready yet. I haven't gone. No, I haven't gone shopping.
At least you have 3 more days, okay? You have 3 more days until Christmas, Zoe. Do not worry, because Nespresso has you covered, because Nespresso's online store delivers within 2 to 3 business days, so you've still got time to get the perfect coffee gift, and if you order 5 sleeves of capsules, shipping is free. Does that sound like a great idea?
I should do that. And I mean, if you think about it, if I order today, it will be here by like what?
Thursday.
Wednesday?
Yes.
Perfect. And in the morning, you start your Christmas with a fresh cup of coffee. Like, what is perfect?
And at least that's a Secret Santa gift they can share with me.
That's true. And whoever you are gifting that day has the best gift, actually.
That is perfect.
So cheers to that.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers. Ding, ding.
We chose some of the world's rarest local coffee crafts and refined them to create 5 distinct new tastes. After all, we are the choices we make.
So Jared Ricketts, our favorite, joins us one last time for this year. Oh man, that makes me sad as we round off our Gospel Mondays, which has been such a cool addition this year, thanks in part to his amazing vocal ability throughout 2020. He's kept us going. So we decided to have a little bit of fun this morning by playing one of our favorite games, Music Match, 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 Match. But this time round, we've themed it to Christmas songs. So here's how it works. I'll give each of our competitors a word, and then they'll need to sing a song, at least one of those lyrics in a Christmas song. We're going with a Christmas theme, obviously, and the person that manages to sing all of their lyrics obviously wins. Right now, can I introduce the most terrified man in the studio? Well, good morning.
I'm so scared. Why did you do this to me?
Buddy, and the funny thing is, I've been watching, as you found out, I've been watching your chest. It's going, I know, I feel your pain, buddy. I feel your pain.
You know what this feels like? This actually feels like the final episode of Presenter Search.
Really?
What's going on?
But I'm taking you both back to that real house, okay? It's all about the competition, but I'm going to say this because you are one of those, like, savant-like crazy people who can sing anything, just about, and your body of work is amazing, so I think you kind of have an unfair advantage. I'm going to say the studio team we're going to live through you, so we are able to help Raul out. If it looks like he's crashing and burning, feel free, okay? Feel free. I'll try to remain as neutral as I can, but it's going to be a tough one. So I'm going to give our guest the first opportunity to sing this morning. Are you ready, gents? Okay. Your word is want.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Why couldn't I go first, G? Come on, man. I'm going to rap as well.
You can rap. 100% drop bars, buddy. Drop bars. All right. Ooh, okay, and now your turn. It is drummer, Ryle.
Ba-da-pa-pum-pum. Da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-pa-pum-pum. Drummer.
You just made like a little one. Do you know why? I'm going to give it to you because that's all I had. So in my head, I was just like...
There were drums there. There were drums.
Boney M for the win. Boney M, I'm going to give you each a point.
I'm the coolest.
100%. I'm giving you a point for that, dude. All right, our next word is lost.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
Oh, and he already has. He's already given it to someone special.
Fam, I need you here, fam.
All right, are you ready, man? Come on, buddy. Come on, you can do it.
Come on, Santa.
Bells.
Oh, Christmas bells, oh, Christmas bells.
Give that man a bell.
Do it with conviction.
It's the ride of the one. Yay! Hey, Christmas bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Yes, 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 yes. forgot the whole song.
And now, in 2020, it's been a year of twisted tales.
I think his Christmas album's coming soon.
Yeah, it's coming soon, man. Oh, man.
Jerry Ricketts and I are going to collaborate.
Yes.
And now, with Christmas bells, I'm going to give you a point, dude, because that was just, you did it with conviction. Okay. And now we move on to our next word, which is night.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Anyway.
And now in key, please, in key.
Is there
all
an
right,
option
buddy.
to quit?
Oh, dude. All right, are you ready?
Something leakage.
I'm looking at the remainder of my... Okay, I'm going to give you... Wish.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
There we go.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
And me. Yeah. And a Happy New Year.
Come on.
There we go. And you know why? Because I'm feeling all Christmassy. I'm going to call it a draw. Well done, buddy. Well done. I don't know if you actually sang at any point during that, but it was amazing. Well done to both of you. I suggest this as a great festive game. If you want to get the family involved around the festive table, do this. Jared, thank you so much. You're going to be performing again for us in just a moment, so you don't want to stray too far. If that was enough to get you interested, stick around. We'll see you in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Mango Airlines, where they strive to meet every unique need of their customers by tailoring each interaction to suit their needs. While we prepare for takeoff into the holiday season, Mango would like to thank you for your most valued support and loyalty during this new normal. Now, fasten your seatbelts. Take note of your safety card, which can be found in the seat pocket in front of you, and take this time to enjoy your festive moments responsibly with your most loved ones and families. The exits into the new year are this way and that way. May 2021 be a prosperous, healthy, and safe one for all. Go discover more. Go Mango. Terms and conditions apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso here on SABC3. We are live and in charge this Christmas week.
Yeah, so much festive going on in the studio. Of course, we're trying to sing, we're trying to dance, we're trying to do all sorts of things, but we're most importantly trying to enjoy this holiday, of course. It's coming up right now, but before we carry on with the magic, let's find out what's happening in the news.
Thank you, team. Well, let's start with your national news. The average daily infection rate in Nelson Mandela Bay has shown a strong decrease since the start of the month. Between 4 and 10 December, the average was 460 new cases per day, but has dropped to 227 average for the week of 11 to 17 December. Meanwhile, the city of Cape Town has deployed a helicopter as well as various ground teams to monitor the situation within its communities and its beaches. The Cape Metro has experienced an 87% increase in COVID-19 infections over the last week. And the NSRI is appealing to the public to be cautious in and around coastal and inland waterways in the week leading up to Christmas Day. The concern is that where beaches have been closed temporarily by COVID-19 restrictions, more people may go swimming at inland waterways, rivers, lakes and dams and at swimming pools. They are especially appealing to parents to ensure that children have responsible adult supervision. They warn that a person who is drowning is unable to call for help, which means proper supervision is essential. We now move to news beyond our own borders. Police in Nigeria say they have rescued at least 84 school children who were abducted on Saturday. They say the children were seized by gunmen as they returned home to Mahuta village after taking part in a religious ceremony. The children were released following a gun battle between the abductors, security forces and local vigilantes. It's the second mass kidnapping in Nigeria's Katsina state in 8 days. On Friday, 344 schoolboys had been kidnapped from their boarding school in Kankara town. A week previously, they were released. And in the UK, Health Secretary Matt Hancock said yesterday that the government has imposed a strict Christmas lockdown in London and southeast England because of the new strain of the coronavirus was out of control. Hancock warned that the strict measures that affect almost a third of England's population would stay in place until the virus vaccine is fully rolled out. Meanwhile, a number of European countries have banned or are planning to ban travel from the UK to prevent the spread of the more infectious coronavirus variant. And next, some news of scores of bikers parading through the streets of Tokyo. A group of Harley-Davidson bikers, all dressed up and neat in Santa Claus costumes and cheered on by crowds of onlookers, rode through the streets of central Tokyo in Japan yesterday for their annual parade, and that is against child abuse. The bikers have said that more children were vulnerable in 2020 due to the coronavirus pandemic. Child abuse cases in Japan per month rose to 20% between January and March this year compared to the same period last year. The parade, a global tradition around the Christmas time, was followed by a toy run to donate toys to kids. Bikers proudly roared their engines to bring Christmas joy to kids living in children's homes. They visited at least 4 homes in Tokyo this time round to donate their toys and candy to some 400 children. The event is staged by members of the Harley Santa Club, founded in 2008. Well, on that happy note, that's where I leave your morning headlines. Let's take a final look at your sport.
Showing an incredible turn of form, the Lions confirmed their second place spot on the Currie Cup standings. That was after beating the Sharks 27-12 on Saturday. In the Currie Cup match on Friday, the Cheetahs kept their semi-final hopes alive after a hard-fought 35-31 victory over the Pumas. The match between the table-topping Bulls and the bottom of the log Griquas was cancelled due to COVID-19 concerns, while of course Western Province, they enjoyed a bye this weekend. So the Bulls remain on top with the Lions in second and the Sharks in third in the Currie Cup standings as we speak. Staying in South Africa in the Premier Soccer League yesterday, Swallows FC edged out Black Leopards 2-1 at the Toronto Stadium, and Amazulu FC, they gave new manager Benny McCarthy an early Christmas present, thrashing Chippa United 3-1. So after their win, Swallows now sit level on points with our log leaders Mamelodi Sundowns. And on Saturday, Masandawana, they drew 1-1 with Golden Arrows, and it also ended with a 1-1 draw for Kaizer Chiefs and Bloemfontein Celtic. Staying with football, but moving abroad in the Premier League, Liverpool and Manchester United recorded massive wins over the weekend, while a lackluster Tottenham Hotspur, they suffered yet another defeat, their second on the trot. Liverpool thrashing Crystal Palace 7-0 on Saturday, and then yesterday Manchester United, they cruised past old rivals Leeds United 6-2 at Old Trafford. Leicester City, they recorded a 2-0 win over Tottenham Hotspur, and that result means that Leicester now move 4 points behind the leaders Liverpool, and they leapfrog Tottenham Hotspur, who slipped down to 5th on the log. That's a wrap of your sport for this Monday morning. Let's take one last look at your beautiful skies.
And let's take a quick recap of all of your sunrise photos that you've been sending in. And thank you so much for doing so. It's wonderful to see which part of the country you wake up to. Utandile Pena sent us this sunrise photo of the scattered clouds in Bloemfontein. Verity Barnes Herbert from Riebeek West posted this golden skyline. Just look at that, absolutely stunning. Alan Rudnicki sent us this beautiful shot of Table Mountain. And Shaheen Peterson took a walk on the beach in Betty's Bay and captured this beautiful picture. Now, if you would love to send your beautiful sunrise photos too, you can always post them on the Expresso Facebook page. Now, some interesting news. Tonight, for the first time in 800 years, people on Earth will be able to view the so-called Christmas star in the night sky. Astronomers called the phenomena the Great Conjunction because it's when Jupiter and Saturn, the two largest planets in the solar system, are close to Earth and to each other. South Africans will be able to see the Christmas star with the naked eye in the hours after sunset, but with a pair of binoculars or a telescope, you would be able to observe the rings on Saturn and some of the moons that orbit Jupiter. By chance, the conjunction also happens to coincide with the summer solstice, the longest day in the southern hemisphere. And although the two planets align every 20 years, not all conjunctions are equal. The last time they appeared this close was in the year 1623, but they would have appeared very near the sun, and this extremely difficult for people to see. This year, the same as 800 years ago in the year 1226, it is not near the sun, so you can actually witness the Christmas star in all of its glory. So don't forget to capture that this evening. Let's quickly look at your temperatures. If you're in Polokwane, your low for today, it is 19 with a high of 26. If you're in Mbombela, expect a low of 19, a high of 30. In Pretoria, partly cloudy conditions with a low of 17, a high of 29. Partly cloudy conditions in Johannesburg, 15, reaching a high of 27. Mahikeng with a high of 28 for today. It's partly cloudy in Klerksdorp, but a high of 33. If you're in Kimberley, your low for today is 19, your high 32. Bloemfontein, partly cloudy, reaching a high of 30. Richards Bay, 23, reaching a high of 35. Pietermaritzburg, 19, reaching a high of 25. It's partly cloudy in Durban today with a high of 32. And thunder showers can be expected in Mthatha with a high of 31. A 40% chance of thunder showers in East London, reaching a high of 26. Craddock, your low for today is 19, your high 31. Wet and rainy conditions in Port Elizabeth today with a low of 20, a high of 24. Also in George, wet conditions with a high of 22. If you're in Cape Town, partly cloudy conditions with a low of 19, a high of 26. Worcester 17, reaching a high of 32. Sutherland 15 with a high of 28. And some thunder showers can be expected in Uppington with a low of 21 and a high of 28 degrees Celsius. Well, that's where we leave your weather on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And if you would love to share your sunrise photos with us, remember to do so on the Expresso Facebook page.
Yeah, thank you so much for brightening up our day. Now we turn to a 19th century poet, Minnie Omonia, who once said, "When the world wearies and society fails to satisfy, there is always the garden." And what better way than that to end this year? I think society fails. I love that, man. Then by spending the summer in your garden, man, we want to get back out there. Hashtag bring nature home. And that's exactly what one lucky young lady plans on adding to her mom's holiday itinerary. Can we get a drum roll, please? A massive congratulations to Spare Kumalo! Well done, Steph.
Yes!
Who has won a pair of Stihl HSA 26 handheld shears. They are awesome. And she posted this on our social media pages. Mom loves to #bring nature home, and this will be a heartwarming gift for her this Christmas. Well, it is yours, sister. Congratulations.
Yes,
well done.
So what's even better, G, apparently we have Sihle on the line right now, and we've got something special to share. Are you with us, Sihle?
Hey!
Hey! How are you doing?
I'm so good, and yourself?
Very good. Congratulations, you're a winner. Always nice to win this close to Christmas. What does winning this competition mean to you?
It means a lot to me, winning this competition. Yo, I have no words. I'm so speechless. I'm so happy.
I'm so glad. Beautiful weather, beautiful garden. Are you going to be spending lots of time outdoors?
Pardon?
Are you going to be spending lots of time outdoors? Obviously, beautiful weather. Hopefully, you're on holiday now. Are you going to be getting back out into the garden?
Yeah.
I love it. Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
That is what
No
I'm going to
question
do with
about
my
it.
brand new shirts. Sihle, congratulations and enjoy the hours of gardening fun that you're going to be having now. And a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Same applies to you.
So, Sihle, is Mom on the line by any chance? I've got to ask.
Pardon?
Hello, hello?
Hi.
Is this Mom on the line?
No, she's not around. There was an
Well, you got to promise. You got to promise.
I'll show her. She'll be so happy and surprised, I guess.
Oh, man, that's so lovely. Well, please, just do one thing for us. Go and give her a big, fat kiss and a hug and wish her a very Merry Christmas from the team at Stihl and, of course, the Expresso family. But we are so happy to be brightening up your Christmas just a little bit.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you
love these
so
calls.
much.
You can hear how big the smile is on that face.
Yeah,
I
man.
love it.
Look, I've got green fingers, so I'm very, very, very envious. This is going to be an awesome prize, awesome product. Congratulations.
Yeah.
So hopefully we've inspired her to go out there and have a little bit more fun out in her garden. And hopefully you have been inspired with all of our exercises out in the garden to get out there and appreciate that green space in your backyard.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Thank you so much for joining us right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on SABC3. We're talking about all things Christmas. It's Christmas week. It's meant to be the most wonderful time of the year, but unfortunately, for some, it can be the loneliest time of the year. And in the midst of a global pandemic, the reality of this is intensified.
That's right, and it's Monday today, so we are talking relationships, and we explore the issue of loneliness during the festive season. Today, we're asking the question, are you spending the holidays away from your loved ones this year? Well, we are joined by clinical psychologist Asha Dulab. She is here today to help us unpack and discuss this, and we're going to be taking your questions and comments. So head on over to the Expresso Facebook page and connect with us. We would love to hear what you have to say.
Asha, it's always a pleasure to have you here on the show. I know that we place so much importance in spending the festive season or the holidays with our families, but why is that way?
The festive season is a season where we are all searching for that uplifting feeling. You know, we as human beings, we are social beings. We want to be social. We want to interact with others, and we want that physical proximity. You know, if you think about kids, when you speak about when they're adults and you ask them what was the most memorable times of their childhood, it's the holiday time. So holidays bring about memories that are good feelings of fun, of joy, of laughter, of music. We sing, we laugh, play games, we light in our energies, and that is beautiful. So we crave for that.
And traditionally, I find, like with our family, because we're scattered all around South Africa, it's like the one time of the year that everyone would usually come together, and that's not going to be the case this year. Now, Asha, let's unpack how this year's been for a lot of people. A lot of people have had to go into isolation. They've had to, you know, spend time during lockdown all by themselves. What impact does that have on someone's mental health?
Oh, yes. So this isolation is different from just the self-isolation that people find themselves in, which we refer to as loneliness. This isolation is imposed on us, so it's slightly different. So there's heightened levels of anxiety. People are fearful of, you know, of getting sick, of dying. There's other additional stresses this year has come with. So it's been a year where we've been forced to look at our mental well-being, all of us. It's lended us to feel, to reflect and to really look at our lives, make different choices. And I think many people are in that space where they are contemplating life choices, really looking at things for next year. And some are in that space where they are feeling lonely. Remember, loneliness is not something that just comes up. It's a chronic condition that is prolonged, and it's there, and that can result to depression, anxiety, and absolute feelings of just being isolated. You know, so it's tough.
It's a tough conversation to have because, as you've mentioned, I think something that's important you've highlighted is that this isolation is being imposed on us, and it's for the greater good of humanity, you know. But one thing about families, do you think that being around in close proximity with them kind of replenishes your energy, your soul? It refuels you for the following year?
Yes. Family bonds are special bonds. I think that as children, we come into this world in this energy of peace, and we bond with our families, and it's beautiful. But we need to make decisions that make us really happy. It's also a time that we often hear that some people don't want to be around their families because some of them are not in good terms, and that's a reality. We hear about it all the time. So I think that now is the time that we need to ask ourselves, what is important to us? Do we really want to spend time with these people? Because it's about making decisions that make us purely happy. You know, it's that blend of energy between people. And sometimes our families are not the ones that we really want to blend with.
Yeah.
You know, and we need to look at the definition of family, because family extends to people that have really had a contribution in our life in our formative years. And these can be close family friends. It can be neighbors, not just family by blood. It can be a relevant teacher that was important to you that we regard as family. So often we hear people say, "Oh, you are my brother or sister from another mother," something like that. So we want to bond with those kind of people.
And I know this is like, you know, in terms of how the year has played out, a lot of people were forced to close their businesses. So a lot of them would who would traditionally take a bit of a break over the festive season, they're now going to work through it to be able to catch up, and that means they won't be able to be with their families. Just from a perspective for people that are forced to work and they can't really get leave, there are people that work night shift, for example, radio never stops. I've been guilty of having to work on a Christmas day. What would you give them to stay strong and at least stay positive throughout this festive season?
I really think we need to look at self-care. Self-care is very important. It links up to our psychological well-being and our mental state as well. Self-care meaning that you need to get into your bodies, exercise, eat properly. Sleep is very important in this time. And also just setting those clear boundaries that we spoke about earlier. And because self-care also implies saying, what resonates with me, what makes me feel energized and rejuvenated, and make decisions that lead you to that feeling. No?
Words of wisdom, words of encouragement, because as it stands, there are so many people on social media who have been tweeting or posting on Facebook that they can't see their families because they have to work during the festive season, or they can't even afford to travel back home during this time because they've lost out on so much income during the year. This is a conversation that we are having with Asha Dulap this morning. Are you spending the holidays away from your loved ones this year? Well, she's here to help us discuss loneliness during the festive season, and we're taking your questions and comments via our Facebook page, so please do connect with us.
We are still in the festive fields with Jared Ricketts here this morning, taking us through the Christmas fields, because we need that. You heard what the ladies were discussing. We need to be around our family and just surround ourselves with love. But we're officially in Christmas week, and I'm sure you know what that means. We are definitely going to be taking it to town with Santa Claus. But of course, Jared Ricketts is here to perform Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Take it away.
We're gonna take you back to some swing. So where you find yourself, you can snap those fingers and get into the festive cheer with me. Like this. Hey. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. May your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, they gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together. Oh, if the fates allow. Shining star upon the highest bough. Oh, have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Roger, give me something, come on. Hey! Come on! To us once more. Through the years we all will be together. Oh, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the Christmas. Tell him, Roderick. Oh, have yourself a merry little Christmas night.
I feel like we should have started just doing all of that, like a yes vibe. That was beautiful. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. I absolutely love it. And also people can catch this performance and many more performances on your virtual festive edition.
That's right.
Absolutely, on his YouTube channel. So Jared's Lunchtime Live Festive Edition, free virtual concert, is available to view right now on his YouTube channel. That was only just a teaser. Take us to a little ad break. There we go. Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
So have yourself. Give it a kick. So have yourself.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and you're just in time. It is Monday, and we are continuing our conversation around relationships.
And as we explore the issue of loneliness during the festive season today, we're asking, are you spending the holidays away from your loved ones this year? And we're back with clinical psychologist Asha Dulab to unpack this topic. So do weigh in with your questions on our social media pages, and we'll definitely find time to engage with it because it's an important conversation to have.
It is, and we want to hear your thoughts on it. And Asha, I want to ask you, loneliness is not a new thing. The pandemic didn't bring that about. I think it's just now finally putting the spotlight on it. In terms of social media, what impact does being on social media during a time like this, especially when you feel lonely, have on an individual?
Sure, if we go into social media during Christmas festive season, we're going to see lots of joyful pictures. I mean, people always put out their best on social media. So it's lovely gatherings, it's the beach, it's the families together, which doesn't help anyone that's feeling lonely. So loneliness is a state of the mind. So we need to really watch our thoughts and police our thoughts and look and question. You know, we very often can go into what are we lacking in life. And that can make us feel more lonely. And social media can aid in that. Oh, I'm lacking in that love. I'm lacking in that peace. I'm lacking in this festive mood. And that will just leave people feeling even more lonely and depressed.
And I mean, at the end of the day, we need to be very honest with ourselves as well and recognize that this platform is a platform that allows people to choose and pick certain things that they want to share on social media about their lives. And we don't know what they are feeling emotionally. So that sense of honesty with yourself is also very important, particularly because of the travel restrictions right now that are imposed on us because of health reasons, putting our family members at risk. For those people who've decided not to go home because of this, how can they stay the course during the holidays?
So let's use the technology to connect with our family members. Let's have video calls. Let's have Zoom chats. Let's cook together, put up the computer and try out a new recipe. I mean, grandparents can play games with their grandchildren on the Zoom sessions. They can have fun, laugh, make jokes, play some riddles. And just like earlier on, we were listening to Jared sing so beautifully, engage in music. It is beautiful just to laugh, engage, and sing together, make jokes, connect with nature, if possible. I know it's not part of, if we can just get out, get some fresh air, put our feet on the ground, it really does help.
I can imagine. Now, I know that, you know, when it comes to the festive season, the elderly are particularly, they feel it a lot because sometimes families forget about them. And now with the pandemic, you want to protect them, but that also means you won't be able to see them. So what would you say? How can a family make the elderly, their grandparents, feel included? Or for those who don't necessarily have family close by, how can they stay positive and not feel the loneliness this year?
Sure. We want to make our grandparents smile. So a lovely phone call to connect with them. Again, using the video chats, getting the grandchildren and the parents to speak together, and maybe just checking up on them if they're not together. Having a lovely gift delivered to them, just to make them feel acknowledged and supported and loved. That is what we want to all experience. So that will really help, where we just connect regularly with our loved ones that are not with us, especially the old.
Oh, yes. And also, just to touch on that, I think we also need to place importance in the fact that you don't have to spend money during the festive season. I think it's just the spirit of togetherness and the spirit of feeling like, I don't want to say not alone, because there's nothing wrong with being alone, but you do also need to interrogate that feeling of loneliness, which is kind of two separate things, right? But on the other end of the spectrum, there are people who have all the resources in the world to go home, or they have the option to go home, or they live in the same city as their families, but they don't feel like there are pieces at home. Do you feel as though they are forced to go home to spend Christmas with their families? Because if you think about it, whenever we think about these decisions, we think about how it will make our family feel, or how our parents feel, grandparents. If I choose that, you know what, guys, my peace of mind is my priority and I can't find it there, therefore I'm not going home. Do you feel like they need to go home?
I feel that they need to make decisions where they're going to feel rejuvenated and energized. So if that encounter is not going to make them feel that, I think it's important to set that boundary and to be honest and speak up about it. Just like we need to be honest in the way who we want to engage with, we also need to be honest about our loneliness. Because loneliness comes with a feeling of shame and a bit of self-criticism. So we need to just be honest about it and say, I'm really feeling lonely. And that will raise the compassion and empathy from others to reach out and support those. So let's just make decisions that really, really serve us, that make us happy, and resonate with who, because it's at the end of the day, it's that energy blend. When we connect with someone, we are connecting with their energy. And the energy of someone can deplete you or energize you or rejuvenate you. And now more than ever, we are needing to feel rejuvenated and rested. I think the additional stresses of COVID has just added to this whole energy of depletion. People are feeling very, very tired and exhausted during this time, especially this year because of the additional stresses. So rest is going to be so good for many of us.
I can imagine. So for someone watching right now and they are feeling lonely, is it really as simple as just reaching out to someone saying, I'm feeling lonely right now? Or do you have like a couple of ways for them to make it a bit easier? Because it's sometimes one of those things where it's easier said than done.
Sure. And it's not an easy process at all. I think acknowledging it firstly and being honest is important, and reaching out to ones close by, your neighbors, creating a sense of community with others. And reach out to organizations that are online, that are really, there's lots happening to help people, and engage in networks where you are not alone in your loneliness, and that alone can be reassuring. And of course, going out, connecting with nature. Self-care is important, like I said. It's just, let's amplify that, and rest is part of that. But it's not an easy process and not a quick fix, because remember, it doesn't just pop up over Christmas, it's been prolonged. And we need to watch that.
Do you feel like getting a pet is maybe a solution to like just introduce a little cat or a bunny rabbit into your life?
Yes, again, remember, a pet is energy. Whether it's a human or whether it's a pet, it's energy, and that engagement, if that pet's going to rejuvenate you, wonderful. Why not?
I love that you asked that question, because I was actually going to ask, what can people do actively, not to avoid their loneliness, but to kind of open themselves up to other things, like visiting an old age home during Christmas, for example, you know, or just buy yourself a cat like Zoe.
I adopted my cat at the start of lockdown because I lived by myself. She's my companion. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Asha Dula, for coming through.
Yes, well, you can reach out to Asha. Her information's on the screen right now. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to our Facebook page. You can pop them there, and the next time Asha's in studio, she can answer them.
So I know we're all about that feel good, and maybe this definitely feeds off the conversation that we've just been having. We asked you guys this morning to share with us what your thoughts are, and we were being all glib about it and kind of, you know, putting on a beautiful kind of very rose-tinted view on what Christmas is, but for many people this year has just been the most challenging. And wow, we've been brought down to earth. Some really sobering comments coming through on our social media, and I suppose there is a very real emotion to it. But we were asking you if you guys are ready. What are you doing this Christmas? Obviously Friday, it is Christmas, and we've had a couple of comments that have come through that have hit us quite hard, to be quite honest. Let's start with Nonkululeko Nkuli Sitole. Says, home with my family. My mother's house, will prepare Christmas lunch, go to church, then my mother's grave, then have lunch with my family, and the heart emojis, and it seems like she's in a good place about that, but I'm sure it's going to be a very emotional day, and emotional Christmas for her family. So
time to reflect nonetheless, I think.
Yeah, very much so. So sending you lots of love in this very difficult
And then
time.
we had Gregory Edwards coming through with another real message. It's been a hard year since being retrenched at the end of May 2020 due to COVID, when I'm sure a lot of us can share that. Now, since then, it's been pure survival of putting together something on the table. Now, as an avid Christmas person of praising our God, this year it will be without the trimmings and pomp, but hopefully we'll be invited to a lunch somewhere. But if not, a basic plate of food will suffice. And this is Gregory wishing all a blessed Christmas and a day of Thanksgiving. I think it's so important right now to make us all aware of the reality of this. This is everywhere. I think we all need to, and I think Asha was mentioning it earlier, to reach out, find that community, and find a sense of energy right now, especially end of the year, man. We've been through so much.
Happening within your community. Maybe cook lunch for someone else. I think this hit me really hard because Louise G. Cherry is a regular contributor to the show, so sending you lots of love, Louise. Heartbreaking. She says, well, this will be my first Christmas alone. Lost my husband this year, and I'm really not in the mood to be with anyone. We are sending you so much love and positivity, as difficult as it is, and hopefully you'll stay glued to your screen for the rest of this week, because we really will be thinking of you, and we are here.
We got
to
you.
Start your day. If you're not wanting to be with anyone else, at least hopefully you can find some solace in that, and in beautiful loving memories. So Louise, sending you nothing but loads of love. Thank you so much for all of you for sharing those thoughts with us.
season to give. This Christmas, it's all about appreciating those happy little moments.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We are sanitizing our hands because we are in the kitchen, and this is the meal I've been looking forward to. Now, Christmas is just a few sleeps away, and if you don't want to spend the whole day in the kitchen, then make sure you check out Woolies' easy-to-cook roast. Now, how does this sound? Lamb with prune stuffing, a prune and citrus sauce, and a homemade stone fruit chutney. Now, Chef Clem, he's in studio to show us exactly how easy it is to prepare this for Christmas. Oh, I feel like this is the meal that should not just be made for Christmas, but many, many times.
Absolutely. For me, Christmas isn't Christmas without lamb on the table. I love lamb so much. And this one, in particular, it's so delicious. It's got buckwheat in there. It's stuffed with more lamb and the prunes. I mean, I like my lamb stuffed with lamb.
So so if you buy it like this, it's already stuffed. You don't have to do any of the stuffing.
No, it's stuffed and twined already for you, like with the butcher's twine in there. You don't have to do all of that. And then you get a glaze with it. So it's this guy over here. And the special is now you get up to 30% off when you buy 2 of the roasts. That's amazing. So you get an immediate, everybody gets 20% off. Everybody gets 20% off. Woo! And then you get 5% additional off if you use your rewards card, and additional 5% if you pay with your Woolies card.
You can get up to 30% off.
Up to 30%
off.
Amazing. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
So all the work and preparation's done for you. All you need to do is
work on your
the
sides.
Next step? Okay.
So here's the thing that I actually like telling people. Whenever you build your sides, especially if you're planning a specific meal, like for guests, or even if it's just you have a special occasion, when you work on your sides, work on things that are seasonal and things that you know will go well with lamb. So stone fruit, it's in season right now, and it's absolutely delicious. On its own, just like that, boom, amazing. But we're going to actually enhance it a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is let's start with the beetroot first, because I'm going to use the same bowl. Okay. Beetroot is seriously delicious and earthy. We're talking about how much you love it.
I have such a weakness for beetroot. Can I tell you the first time I made myself a beetroot juice? I don't think I cleaned it properly because it tasted like beetroot and a handful of sand.
Oh my goodness, no. And that's sad. That'll put you off it completely.
But it's got an earthy taste.
Yes, it does. And it goes really well with lamb. So what you're going to do is you're going to toss a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt, and that's going to be the first thing to go down onto our tray. And I like putting that down first because the bottom of the tray will get like more heat and little bits of the beetroot will go crispy. People aren't used to that. And that's delicious.
And that's going to be different.
It's going to be so different.
So you don't even pre-cook it in any way?
No, you don't need to.
Chop it up small and then pop it into the
Yeah, you don't need to. So then I've got some butternut. You could use pumpkin. And for pumpkin, take the skins off. We know this. But for butternut, actually don't. It's fine.
Keep the skin on.
It's nice and soft. And then it goes super crispy and it holds the butternut together as well. So again, more salt. We're layering as we go along. So salt and olive oil.
There we go.
That's delicious. It's going to be so good, especially with that beetroot.
And you keep the seeds and everything. There's like...
Yeah. What happens with the seeds is, have you heard of pepitas?
No, I haven't.
It's seeds, but they actually go crispy on the outside, and then the inside's a little soft. And you can eat it just like that.
Pepitas.
Pepitas, yeah. Okay, so there we go. That's that. And that's going to be the base for our beautiful roast, and that's going to go down.
So this is literally just slap it together type of meal.
Absolutely.
And you can spend time with your family. You don't have to worry about too much cooking, although you can tell them you did so that they can think
you can tell them.
Superwoman.
All right, so in the pot now, I've got some caster sugar. We're going to make a quick chutney, a quick one. And then I've got this beautiful white condiment, which is a white grape vinegar, and it's beautiful. It's so tangy, and it's going to be the acid that goes into our chutney.
So
like I said, hoi.
What, if you had to give someone measurements, how much?
So here's the thing when it comes to pickles. I always tell people I don't like giving quantities because I like a pickle that's very acidic, not too much sugar. You might like a pickle that is quite sweet. So what I say to you, what I normally say is do equal parts first. So go 2 tablespoons sugar and then 2 tablespoons vinegar, and then taste it. If you want more acidity, add more. Play around with that ratio, just make it your own. So that's going there, the sugars are already starting to melt. I'm going to go in with peaches, which I've just quartered, and I'm going to keep the nectarines in half.
Okay.
So it's nice and chunky. That's going to start cooking, and as soon as it starts breaking down, it's going to get extra sweetness, extra acidity. At home, I would add a little bit of chili to that, a little bit of coriander seed, make it a little spicy. Okay. That'll be delicious, especially with the lamb. Last thing, and this is you.
Okay.
We're going to do a couscous salad, but it's not made of couscous, it's made of cauliflower. So you can roast this or you can pan fry it, but just for the contrast, we're going to do it raw.
Raw, okay. So, I quite like raw ingredients
absolutely.
too. Okay.
So in your bowl, you got your cauliflower couscous, which is already chopped up for you.
I can go for it.
You can do all of it. And then you can do olive oil, garlic, a little bit of mustard,
Olive
a little
oil,
bit of
all
lemon
of the
juice.
olive oil or just like a drizzle?
A drizzle.
Is that a drizzle?
And then you give it a good mix. No, sorry. You're right. You're doing the right thing. Woo! Garlic.
Garlic. There we go.
Lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
And mustard. And you give it a good mix, and that's going to be so flavorful. And again, because it's raw, you got a little bit of that crunch, which is nice.
I like crunch.
Whatever we got everything.
Some people feel like they need to boil or cook their vegetables until it's like baby soft.
You know, I feel like it's like how we've had food in the past, and I think that's the way. But it's not. There's a lot of vegetables. Even beetroot raw is absolutely delicious. And if you grate a bit of beetroot in there, that'll turn that to like a pink couscous salad, which is also quite festive. I think it's really great.
There we go.
You've done such a good job. Okay, so all we do now is this goes to the oven, skin side up because you want it to crisp. As you can see, we've got a little crispy skin on the top with the veggie, so everything roasts together. All the lamb juices drop off the lamb. It goes into the butternut, it goes into the beetroot. Everything's delicious, crispy, golden, and roasted. That with your couscous salad and the glaze that comes with our roast goes over. Everything's sweet, sticky, delicious. It's Christmas.
When do you pop the glaze on? Before the oven?
What I do, once the fat starts browning, then I start adding the glaze. Else it's going to burn before your lamb cooks through properly.
Amazing. And how much time beforehand can you make your chutney? Your stone fruit chutney?
Last year.
Okay, so it can last for quite some time.
Absolutely. It's that easy to pull off a festive season table this year. Some watercress just because we need some greenery. That goes with that. And then you're done.
Look at that.
You're
Chef
done.
Clem, I love what you just showed me. So if you would love to have the steps to this amazing recipe, we do have it available at woolworths.co.za. Make sure you head on over there and you can really save yourself so much time this festive season. Now, it is also time for us to create a happy little moment for one lucky viewer because she has won herself a 500 Rand Woolies voucher. So let's say congratulations to Natasha Rajkoma, and we really, really hope that you enjoy your shopping at Woolworths. I feel like that deserves an applause. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, if you would love to have a sad applause like that, but win yourself a 500 Rand Woolies voucher, make sure you hop on over to our competition post. It's on the Expresso Facebook or Twitter pages, and you can tell us what is your family's favorite Christmas roast. Don't forget to include the hashtag Woolies Christmas. The competition closes at 9 a.m. today, so you better hurry up. The T's and C's can be found on the expressoshow.com. And I just feel like we can't end this off without a taste and a decent applause.
A decent applause, please.
We need a decent applause.
Woo!
There we go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
May I taste?
Please, you can.
May I taste?
I mean, I didn't give you a knife and fork, so what you gonna do?
I'm gonna use the spoon.
Okay. It's got extra mustard on, which is delicious.
Oh, it's got mustard on it, but I'm gonna eat with my hands. Let's go for it. Should I just tuck into the...
Okay, yeah, the stuffing is absolutely delicious.
Okay, this is not very elegant. Why am I trying to eat now on TV?
I mean, who's... And you take that whole big bite and then look into the camera and tell South Africa what's coming up next.
A TV bite.
Okay, now...
Oh, it tastes good. I'm basically just eating stuffing right now.
You go for it. It's absolutely delicious.
This is amazing. I can see why you would pair it with stone fruit.
Yeah, the sweetness will go really well with it.
Amazing. Well, we still have another performance from Jared Ricketts coming up, so don't go anywhere. And if you'd love to have the details to this delicious recipe, make sure you check out woolworths.co.za.
Cross and Blackwell's.
Snap, Black Cat Peanut Butter.
Cool Chagalaga.
And the Twist Challenge!
Buy any 4 participating products and stand a chance to win 10,000 Rand daily. Add a twist to everyday meals.
Join us this Tuesday evening at 7:30 on the Insider SA as we travel to LA to the home of global makeup artist to the stars, Sir John. Spend a day with renowned fashion designer Gert Johan Kutsia as he dresses hip-hop star Nadia Nakai, and meet founder of the South Africanist movement, Jesse Yende. That's the Insider SA, Tuesday evenings at 7:30, only on SABC3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on SABC3. What a morning we've been having. We are currently trending at number 3 on our social media platform. Shout out to you, everybody, for engaging.
Yeah!
And we are down to the last few minutes of the show, and we're officially in Christmas week, and I'm sure you know what that means. Santa Claus is coming to town, baby. And yes, it is safe for him to do so, as the World Health Organization has declared his immunity to COVID-19. Okay, so that's good. Well, this Christmas classic was composed back in 1934 by J. Fred Coots and Haven Gillespie, and Jared Ricketts is taking to the Expresso stage one more time to give us his rendition. Take it away.
Hey. No, yeah. Hey, yeah. Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. You better watch out. You better not pout. You better not cry. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. No, yeah. He's making the list. He's checking it twice. Oh, he's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming You know what's coming, baby. Yeah. Come on, come on. Oh, you know what's coming, baby. You know what's coming, baby. You know what's coming in time. Yeah. Santa Claus is coming to town, baby.
The town, baby.
Hey, Santa.
In under a week, take a bow, gentlemen. Get off your seats. Take a bow, take a bow, take a bow. Wow, wow. Thank you, boys.
Beautiful.
Legend, man.
Also, catch
Jared, come and join us here, please,
Festive
man.
edition on his YouTube channel right now. So go, it is free of charge. That and so much more on his YouTube channel. I love that.
Highlight of 2020 before we say goodbye to you.
I know.
Uh-huh. Take a guess.
Is there a prize? Gospel Mondays has to be the highlight for me.
You got us through lockdown.
You got
Listen.
married, man.
Guys, I'm building. You're going to get me to a lot of trouble. Guess who is cooking for Christmas now? Thank you. But no, you know, it's been a build-up. So I got to do Gospel Mondays, I got married, and I think the highlight is watching the two of you flourish. It's been wonderful. And you know, I was in presenter search, made top 5, but at no time did I ever feel like I don't belong here. Thank you for opening up your hearts. Thank you for opening up your space to me. Thank you to Patience and the rest of the team. Lucian, who runs around you saying, Jared, got you here. Go there, do that. And just for keeping me going. You know, there have been times where I felt really down, and coming in here on a Monday has been amazing.
You've done the same for us, like you guys have done at home. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a joyous Monday. We love you. Never forget it. Mwah. Thanks, guys.
South Africa, Clover wishes you a happy festive season, celebrated with friends, loved ones, and all your family favorites. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.